Season 3!
What? Season 3? Already?
No way! Season 3 comes after Season 2?
Yes, Season 3. Right after Season 2.
Andy, Ricky, and Delamar are back with more topics, more prizes, and more babies? Catch them on The Mother Show Season 3, Fridays 9 a.m. to 12 noon, here on Magic 89.9, Magic Nationwide, and on social media at The Mother Show PH.
Hi everybody, you're listening to The Mother Show. 89.0, 89 point mama, 89 point back, and Magic 89.10.
It is 9:10 on a beautiful Friday morning. Welcome to The Mother Show. My name is Ricky. Hold on. Nope.
Hola. Oh, there I
There
am.
you are.
Hi, this is Zell. Andy is here.
Yeah, she's just running around like a pregnant lady.
Like a pregnant lady should.
She'll be here in a bit. It's 9:11. Like I said, welcome to The Mother Show. We have babies in the booth. Sorry, one baby and one little kid.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be called a baby. But we will be taking care of you all the way until 12 noon today. It's episode 3 of season 3 of The Mother Show. And as usual, we are inviting you to call us up for anything that you might want to talk about. It's 6310899.
Yep, and you guys can
There
also...
you
Hi,
are.
I know, sorry. I thought... She talked for me. I have a replacement.
You're funny,
I know, I'm gonna go on leave. You guys can get in touch with us or even watch us on Facebook Live. We are live on the Magic Facebook page and also on our Facebook page, which is The Mother Show PH. Oy!
I've been
Okay.
I've been dethroned in my seat.
I know, I'm so sorry. It's adorable.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. This is what the Mother Show looks like when
Yeah.
we bring our kids. That's why, we don't.
Yeah,
Very rarely.
if we can avoid it, we will.
Okay, they gotta go.
Yeah. Kaya pa. We'll see how long we can last with both babies.
I know.
But hey, today's gonna be a special show for the first time ever. We're gonna have a dad.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my goodness.
we're gonna finally have that male perspective
I know.
on whatever we're gonna be talking about. So
And he's a well-known dad.
he is.
Right.
He's a fitness buff. He's very hands-on.
Akala ko handsome. Okay.
Ah, he is also,
He's
yeah.
very handsome as well.
Yeah, very handsome.
Also from UP.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk student numbers later.
Yes.
Talaga.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're
Can you
digging
believe
your own
it?
grave.
I know. What's your student number? What's your start?
06.
Damn you, Ricky. Do you know what my student number
What's
is?
yours?
Do you want to say it on air?
90.
Wow.
90.
Pero hindi mo ka.
No?
Hindi mo ka.
Bumabawi.
Hindi mo ka.
90. Can you believe
Grabe.
that? That's a long time.
It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
06?
06.
06? Oh my gosh.
And that for me has been like
You're
forever.
a freshman in 2006?
You're a freshman in
Were you born?
Okay, it's 9:13. We're gonna have a really good show. Everybody's in high spirits.
Yes.
Some of us are puyat.
Really?
Yeah.
You have so much energy. It's insane. Like,
I don't know. Calix woke up at 3:30 singing Baby Shark.
that woke you up.
It woke everyone up. You want Baby Shark? Okay, I'll ask Calix to.
version of that
We'll patch Calix in later, and you guys can sing together. But yeah, he woke us up. So Dylan woke up, and she started cooing at him.
So you've been up
Oh,
since 3 a.m.
that's so cute.
No.
She didn't cry.
No, she didn't. They were like legit talking, and then yeah, so
Late night
we were like, oh my
conversations.
God. Early morning, 3:30. I was like,
What were you and Martin doing?
we were just in bed. Like, is this real life?
Trying to pretend you're asleep, right?
No, then
I know, Dan. Kasi kami when they do that, we try to just
that
pretend.
works though, right?
So that you can hear what they would talk about without
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were just joining in, and I had to change her diaper because she pooped. So anyway,
How fun.
I guess, and I was thinking to myself, of all the days that they would decide to do this, it has to be a few hours before the only day I work
Oh my
in
god.
a week.
Yeah.
Of all the 3:30 a.m.s in the week, it had to be Friday. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
You want me to talk? I'm gonna talk.
I think
How you know what? How about you say hi?
Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Can you say hi?
Yeah, I want baby shark.
You want baby shark? Okay.
we can play that for you here.
We'll play that for you.
Okay.
Come down here. Come here.
We don't have it here on the playlist, but
Imagine
we
why
will
you're
play it for you
driving
off air.
here. I know.
Shark on the radio. All the variants. But yeah, you know how to get in touch with us. We want to say good morning as well to everybody tuned in all over the Philippines.
Yes, we are nationwide. Listen and watch live. In Cebu, we are Magic 92.3. In Davao, we are Magic 89.1. In Bacolod, we are Magic 106.3. In CDO, Magic 89.3. And in General Santos, 106.3.
Yeah.
Maayong buntag, maayong aga, well, whatever.
Maayong buntag.
So we're not just live on Facebook and on Instagram. We're also live in Del's
I know.
Instagram account.
I know. We're finally.
I know we're part of it. Right?
Finally. I do live.
What an honor, Del.
I'm honored.
I know.
Okay, so it's 9:16. We'll be back with more of the show. It's the Mother Show on the Magic.
We've got that Mommy Magic, the Mother Show on Magic 89.9. Radio Super Moms, the Mother Show, Magic 89.9.
9:25. Hopefully you guys have your coffees. It's gonna be quite the show all the way till 12. Once again, welcome to it. It's the Mother Show on Magic 89.9. My name is Ricky,
I'm Andy.
This is Delamar.
and we want to say hi to everybody watching live.
Hello.
Hello, everybody watching live.
You guys can message us anywhere, whether it's our own Instagram account.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
or we're also live. We're live on Facebook, and we're also you can message us via Facebook as well.
You can also, where you're watching us, you can also, there's like a chat room that's there.
Yeah.
So you can say hi to us there as well. Hi to Tonsi, by the way, who's listening. Hi, Tonsi Bells. We'll see you soon.
Good morning.
It's 9:26. Like we said, today we have a dad on the show.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And I texted him, I asked him what time he was gonna come by. And he said he's still at practice. He'll be done in 10 minutes. Then he needs to bring his kids to the grandparents.
Oh.
And then he'll be here.
I didn't know he was that hands-on.
He's super hands-on.
That's
Actually,
so nice.
I was gonna wait for him to tell the story, but I bumped into him a few days ago, and he said that they just went yaya-less.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, like by choice.
Oh, by choice.
Yeah, and he has 3 kids, and this is by choice.
How
So
old is his
tell-
kids?
Okay.
you
You
know
gotta
that?
ask the why.
Yeah,
It's the why that's the interesting.
it's very
Yeah.
interesting. That's why when he gets here, we'll open it up. But he's
It's not
super
a-
hands-on.
Not a lot of dads will have the guts
We'll
to
agree
do
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're thinking, look, I can't do
I need
that.
some- I
it's
need
too
some me time.
constant.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
No, but he loves it. He loves taking his kids to work.
That's nice.
So we're gonna ask him about that later. But anyway, it's
Hey, can
9:27.
we say hello to Gabby Eigenman?
No!
Yeah, so he tweeted us, right?
Gabby.
check your
Okay.
Twitter accounts, and I'm like, I didn't even say hi to him. I just retweeted his original tweet with an OMG and like my jaw dropping.
Yeah.
So hello, Gabby Eigenman.
Okay, wait. Gabby Eigenman is so busy. It's amazing he has time to listen to us.
I
Hi,
know.
Gabby. So many projects. Congratulations.
Wow.
Galing mo, Gabby. Idol.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
Hi, Gabby. I miss you. Drop by soon. Okay, it's 9:28.
Saying hi, by the way, to Jean Goitas. She's actually
Hello,
outside.
outside. All the
She's
way
all
from
the way from
Cebu.
Cebu. Yeah, she gave me some food.
Oh,
so
she must
so
be
I'm sharing
listening
it with you guys.
Oh.
Kasi when I came in, I had dried mangoes and Ricky was like so pregnant.
Such a pregnant snack.
Pero kasi diba they recommend the dried fruits,
Yeah.
diba? Thai and yeah.
Have you tried dried papaya?
Yes. Have
So
you tried
sarap.
dried pineapple?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Have you
Sarap.
tried
Dried fish?
dried?
It's like little wika.
It is
Diba?
Linggo ng
Wika.
Wika.
Yes.
Oh.
Should we do the show in Tagalog?
kaya ba natin? Yun ang tanong eh. You know, early
Just
on,
play like Filipino songs.
Oy,
Diba?
Oh,
you know
that's
what?
yeah, like
OPM
that.
songs.
Andy,
diba?
are you a DJ?
No, before.
Totoo.
Before.
pero
lang naman.
OPM kasi can be in English. Oh.
Yeah.
Pero OPM pa rin.
Basta OPM.
Yes,
We have
yes.
to be proud of our music.
So our visitors today, who came from Cebu, they must be listening through Magic 92.3.
Yes.
See, that's what you do.
Very nice.
Are your friends listening, Dean? Are your friends listening? Others listening.
diba?
Hi to her office
Mayang
mates.
buntag.
Maayo.
Mayang tanan.
Hello.
Thank you for listening to us. So 6310899, we off air. We're talking about Andy and how she's doing.
Yeah. By the way, over the weekend I went to Subic.
Yes, you
I
did.
went to
Not only
Subic.
did you go to Subic, you went to Zubik.
Yes,
right?
right. Subic.
Can I just tell you that is our favorite go-to place?
Yes.
Isn't it?
It is. It's actually the best zoo in the Philippines.
Oh,
Talaga?
Yeah. I mean,
Whoa.
what other zoos will you compare it to? in the
Well,
Philippines, huh?
I went to Avalon actually.
Oh, Avalon's okay.
Avalon is so clean.
Where is Avalon?
Montalban.
Ah.
It's so clean, and those arapaimas, those huge. Ricky, like you'd be so scared when you approach the fish.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, they're huge. And when you give them chicken, like little pieces of chicken,
Okay.
they have this suction power from their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like a.
Oh, and then they just make it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, trying to get.
Yeah.
It's scary because they're huge. They're as big as toddlers.
Oh
Wait,
my gosh.
Are they as big as the fish in Manila Ocean Park?
Probably.
Yeah, because those are like
Those are huge
Wow.
also, yeah.
And I just don't know how they imported that all the way from, the Amazon. They're from the Amazon.
Yeah.
And the giraffes.
So I went to
Subic.
Subic and we just did everything there. We went to Ocean Adventure.
Yeah.
So I couldn't swim with the dolphins because I
Aw.
was pregnant.
They did the same thing.
Yeah.
I asked
Bakit
them why.
bawal ba?
Bawal
bawal.
pregnant.
Because if
They might hit
They
you.
might.
Yes.
Oh.
and they sense that you are.
Are
And
you
they-
serious?
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
what they told me.
Okay. And what's gonna happen if they sense?
Well, they just don't want to know. Should it be
Okay.
a bad thing? They
Okay.
don't want to
Yeah.
know. They just don't want to put you in.
Okay.
But yeah,
But Olivia swam with the dolphins,
Oh,
and
nice.
GB did, and
Yeah.
it was raining pa. Like they just did it.
Aww.
They're so adventurous.
and you can also pet the sharks, diba?
Yeah,
The black
and even
tips.
they have a sea lion there.
sea lion,
also.
yeah,
So
you can
the shows
pose.
are nice, and then and then the next day
cute.
we did Zubik Safari,
Mhm.
and as in intense, ha. It's not just a zoo. They call it unzoo. So like
Unzoo.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Like
You're the one in a cage.
yes, exactly.
Oh.
So you're going around and there's just like potbelly pigs,
Yes,
and then there's
ostriches.
chickens. Yeah, and there's this. Our favorite part was the tiger area.
Yeah.
the tiger
Oh my
area.
gosh.
So
They
you're-
let you near the tigers?
no.
It will test your proverbial
Yes.
gonads, like because they're in an enclosure, right?
Okay.
But there's a walkway where you can be maybe 2 feet of walkway, but the next on one side is the tiger. No, tigers.
No, but there's something more intense. Have you done that? When was the last
Yes.
time you went?
Yung jeep.
Yes.
Go in.
Yes. So Ricky, you're in a jeep, and it's like you're in a cage.
Okay.
So you enter their compound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can pay 200 pesos for chicken. So they feed the
Oh,
chicken,
okay.
and the tiger is right in front of you, eating the chicken in your face.
Don't you get blood splatter on
You
your
do,
face?
like,
And
yeah,
then
you
they
smell like raw
jump
chicken.
on top,
Yeah,
and then they
it's
roar.
super intense. It's
I'm-
super cool.
I'm telling you.
yeah,
And the crocodiles.
Yeah.
I love the crocodiles.
you can feed the crocodile with
Chicken
with
dead.
chicken fit. Yeah, it's like
Tapos,
you're fishing.
Parang ka nagpe-fish.
Kaya na lang mag-board. I'm going to Subic.
Galing.
I'm going to go to Subic right now.
Yeah.
And
Wait, galing.
kids love animals.
Yeah.
They're just, I don't know, there's a kindred spirit. I guess they understand each other.
Yeah, and I had a picture with a baby tiger, and I also had a picture with a big tiger. And
The
we
white
were,
one. I saw
yeah,
this.
Yeah, the
where they were
Siberian, yeah.
feeding it with a
With
because
milk?
it's still a baby. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 2 years old, so scary though.
Yeah, it really is scary.
Yeah. 'Cause you're
In
face to
Avalon,
face.
you can sit with Trixie. Trixie is the female orangutan.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you
And she
can.
has a twist card. So when she's done with her pictorial stuff, Trixie will go on her twist car and drive herself. She has handlers. I'm serious. Because Trixie has been there forever, and so
She's so used to it.
she's
like
used
pro.
to humans. Yeah, so she has a little corner where you can sit down and have a picture with her. And then once it's time for feeding, the handlers tell her, Trixie, let's go. And then she'll get her Crocs. And then
Crocs?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, and then-
Trixie, the
Trixie
orangutan,
female
wears
orangutan.
So
Crocs.
smart.
Crocs
huh?
and a twist car. She drives her own twist car. The male orangutan is scary, and that's why he's in an enclosure with like some sort of like a moat. Not really
Yeah.
a moat, but there's no water. But one time there was a handler who was cleaning his cage, and he didn't like it. The orangutan didn't like it, and he would spit.
Oh, wow.
And it's very far, the people watching the orangutan, but he can aim, and the spit landed on people.
That's some like Planet of the Apes stuff.
And then they say this primate has the strength of 10 men.
Oh my
Oh.
And so
gosh.
one swipe of their arm, you could be dead.
Yeah.
But their brains are like a kid. So they can't really plan, you know.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
That's still scary.
Yeah.
That's
But
pretty
it's so
creepy.
clean.
Mhm.
The zoo is so clean, and it's just nicely laid out.
Mhm.
And then they had an eagle.
Okay.
And it was like, so the handler was talking about the eagle, explaining to children what they eat.
Yeah.
And then he said, he gave a command, and the eagle went flying, soaring up into the building, like,
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe 50 yards away,
Mhm.
landed on top of a building, and then the handler called him back. So he was facing us,
Yeah.
and the look of that head and the wings, and it was awesome.
Magical.
Yes,
The
magical. I would
very-
say.
Magical.
yeah.
I can imagine.
Even in Zubik, I mean, they have they have an animal show.
Okay.
So you have all these like they even get like stray animals. So sometimes there are cats, there are dogs that are trained already.
Okay.
It's like parang any animal's welcome,
Yeah.
diba? So they have hamsters that are trained. They have like what do you call that? What do you call that cat that can go parang can hang through its tail? What do you call that again? Basta anyway.
The bear cat?
Yeah, bear cat.
The bear
There,
cat.
the bear cat. So they have like all these animals that are trained, and then because we met the owner and he was explaining that there's actually an animal in Manila Zoo that's called like a liger, which
Yeah.
is a lion and a tiger.
A liger. There's a liger.
They
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah.
There's an
Yeah.
in-between.
There is,
And they look very weird.
What do they look like?
Because it's like mixing breeds, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on what, like it's like breeding dogs. You have a Labrador and
like a chihuahua or something.
that's too small.
Like a labradoodle.
Yeah,
kind
something
of
like that.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and there's also one that's called a hebra, which is a horse, and a zebra.
A Hebra.
I know. They showed me a photo, and I was like, "That's so
How
cool."
cute the name Hebra.
Yeah, hebra.
Is his name Moses?
You don't know.
Oh,
Going
nice.
biblical.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really awesome when you take kids to the zoo for the
To
first time.
see them
Yes.
for real, right?
Yeah.
Because they
you have
just see them in
toys.
books.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have so many toys, or they just know the sounds that they
Yeah.
make. But when they see them
Yeah.
in all their glory and size,
My favorite in
Wow.
Avalon are the giraffes.
Yes.
So to me, giraffes seem like supermodels.
Mhm.
They have long necks, their eyebrows are so thick,
and they're just really nice to look at. They're so
Aren't they?
graceful.
Graceful. And then so in Avalon, you can buy carrots for 50
You
pesos.
can feed
you can
it,
feed them,
yeah.
and they put it on a stick, and then you'll see that their tongues are like snakes.
It's actually very long. Yeah.
Very long, and then they just get it, and it's so agile.
Uh-huh.
Their tongues.
Wow.
It's amazing. And then Tyler started touching the snout,
Mhm.
and he tried to lick Tyler, and I'm like,
Wow.
Yeah, so there's actually a lot of things to do, like in the
Zubik.
Philippines itself. And then
Yeah.
like I was telling GP, I said, before I get pregnant, like we're not gonna do a lot of like international trips. Let's just like explore. So our next trip, we're actually going to vegan.
is there a zoo in Vegan?
No, but it's like it's rich in history, diba? It's so
that's
nice
true.
to
Yeah,
go
the
to.
cobblestone.
Yeah, so
You
I
should.
wanted to see that, diba?
Tapos diretso ka ng pagudpod.
Lahat na.
Diretso mo ng
Yeah.
Sagada.
Yeah. And then
Sagada.
maybe take a plane to Batanes.
Grabe naman kayo.
Or not.
Slowly.
I love.
Slowly.
I haven't been, but I've
Dude,
been wanting
Bananas
to.
is beautiful.
Really?
They say it's cheap also.
It's very cheap. It's
Yeah.
very cheap there. But you won't find like
Bagay ako
so-
doon, cheap ako.
no, but you won't find any like exotic food. They
Yeah.
don't specialize in anything, but everything is just so simple. They farm their own food.
Yeah.
Their livestock is their livelihood. Everything.
What do they speak?
It's
Is
a
it
different.
Ilocano?
No way. It's a different. Like when you're there, you feel like you're in a different country. You
Oh.
don't understand it. You know how Bisaya sometimes you can sort of pick it up.
Gets mo na.
Ito hindi. As
At
in,
all.
At all.
Ang galing.
Yeah.
Go.
There's no fancy 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
fancy ATM. Everything is old school. Ganda.
My friend who I used to work with said that their only crime rate in Batanes
Yeah.
are little kids stealing chickens. That's it.
It's that simple.
What a nice place to raise kids.
Super.
Kasi you won't be so scared, diba?
Yeah.
Except for the cliffs. Kasi diba, malapit sa dagat eh. That's
Yes.
And the plane ride going there.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It scared the bejesus
Because
out of
everybody's
me.
like talking about Surigao now, diba?
Yeah.
And it's so
Okay.
expensive.
Do
you know
Is it expensive
It
now?
is. It is.
When I went,
It's like 10,000 plus up. What? Yeah.
because I was just glad that when we went, we used to go like I think 2 times na kami ni Cooper.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was so. But back then, kasi now there's a direct flight, diba?
Yeah.
Before you had to go to Cebu, then from Cebu
You go to.
Surigao. So, but now why is it expensive? All the tourism.
Yeah, because everybody wants to go there.
Because I think after Boracay closed,
Yes,
that's the next
that was
place.
the next destination.
And then the movie,
yeah.
and then you see almost all of our artistas there.
Yeah.
Ah, diba?
With all these pictures.
Pictures.
At sunset.
Saka yung si Bella, was it Bella Padilla, who was like riding a motorcycle, and then she's, on live. She's not driving, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Okay.
She wasn't driving, but it was just nice to see them enjoy like normal life. Because
Yeah.
in Manila, they can't do that.
Yeah.
Dumugin sila eh.
Yeah.
All these places.
I know.
Yeah.
All these places, all just like within the Philippines. That's
Traveling with
amazing.
children, though, is really...
It depends what destination.
Parang you really have to choose well if you have children. Kasi you can't just bring them to all the places you used to
As
go
much
to.
as you want to hike,
Yeah.
you can't hike with 3 kids.
Yeah.
We tried
Yeah.
hiking in the States, in one of the state parks, but they said it was it was age
It was
appropriate.
easy. Yeah.
But the last place, parang the ultimate destination is a waterfalls
Yeah.
coming from the mountains, and it's cold, super cold. And then you have squirrels.
Uh-huh.
So the
Going
kids
around
love
and-
it. Squirrels. And then my friend said, daga lang yan eh.
Grabe.
Daga lang yan na may fur.
Saying hi to Jason, by the way,
Hi.
who wants to greet his manager, Sir Mark Dan. Hello. Thank you very much for listening. Also to Divine, who is suggesting that Andy go check out Baluarte.
Yes. I'm actually gonna do like a
Yeah,
whole
that's really good.
itinerary. That's my favorite part.
Talaga?
Like in every trip.
Itinerary.
Yeah. I know.
Cute.
Saying hi also to my sister-in-law who's listening all the way in LA.
Hey!
Hi, Margot. I miss you.
Hello,
Hello.
Margo.
Thank you for listening. Again, you can listen live. All you have to do is check out our website. It's magic899.fm. If you have any other secret destinations within the Philippines that you'd like to share, it won't be secret anymore. But I mean,
But you may want to share it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a beautiful, unheard of place.
Mhm.
Please.
I want to check out that Geo Reserve in Rizal.
Fairview? Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah.
The
Is that the one with the windmills?
the one with the big parang
Yeah.
hammock.
Yes,
Oh.
yeah. Everybody's
You know
been
what I'm
going
talking
there.
about?
Yeah.
So there's this giant hammock. It's somewhere in Rizal, but you're
Yes.
suspended.
Oh my god.
I know, and you're just like green
Masugi.
everywhere.
Masugi.
Geo Reserve.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that you could have something like that. Just
And of course, if
a
you're
drive away.
if you're going to Fairview, there's the dam, the Mesa
Yeah.
Dam.
Yes,
And there's
the
also
dam.
an eco reserve there. Actually, when you're going to Avalon Zoo, because you're gonna go through Payatas, which is the dump site of a
Okay.
lot of garbage, right? You'll see a part of it is like a wall with so many trees, and then outside of it, it's like, trash. Junk.
Okay, yeah.
And then I asked, "What's that place?" Because it's full of trees and it looks really well kept. It's the reserve. So, and then we use Google Earth to see it.
Yeah.
So you'll see all around the reserve, it's all brown and shanties.
Nice.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
the reserve is just trees, and it's like,
Trees.
wow, it's nice. We need more trees in the
We
Philippines.
do.
I know.
We do need more trees.
And especially since they took out the huge trees along Commonwealth.
They did.
They did to make way for the MRT7.
Hmm.
I know, and so we were
the
like,
Lorax will not be happy about
I
that.
know. I was like, where are the trees going? Because they're supposed to plant that again, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
we
they're-
did plant
is
that.
it by law that you can't just do that?
Yeah,
You have to plant, yeah.
You have
There's a
to
certain
plant it.
age, right? That if you uproot them, you
So-
have to.
So those big, I don't know what kind of trees they are, in the middle of Commonwealth, they're gone. They're all gone.
That's so sad.
I know.
Man!
But
Yeah,
you know
we need
what?
more trees.
I remember, like, because we used to live in the Katipunan area,
Mhm.
and like there wasn't any attraction before, so my mom and dad would always just take us to the sunken garden. I mean, it's super simple.
Alam mo namang make-out place yun, diba?
Dude, that sunken garden though is
Diba?
medyo magical.
I don't
din
know
siya.
if people
I
still
love
do
it.
picnics there, but
Yes.
before, diba?
Yes,
I
they
mean,
still do picnics. But
by the
when,
sort of amphitheater.
yeah.
when I was there, okay, this really dates
Is this a
me.
makeout story, Del?
No, I'll leave that out of it.
Throwback.
Okay.
So at the time, the UP Fair had Side A.
Yeah.
Side A band.
Wow.
In the
Okay.
90s, okay?
Okay,
So this was like, you had to watch them. So I was there with my boyfriend, but we couldn't get in because, we didn't have money.
Okay.
So we were just watching up, and then we camped. We camped outside. And then, kind of fell asleep. And the next thing we knew, we could hear the cows. You know how the cows used to roam around UP? Did you ever see them?
No, I've never
Like
seen
those.
a cow.
There are cows.
There are cows
So weird.
in UP. I don't know if they still have them now, but there were cows, and I was like, oh, we gotta go home.
Oh my god.
Cows, like next to you. You can see their udders and their tails. And
Parang
their-
zoo.
Parang
but
zoo.
but like real and scary.
Pero di ba ang ganda ng
Wow.
sunken garden?
Yeah.
It's
So,
really nice.
What's your
yeah.
memory? What's your best memory of the sunken garden with your parents?
Nothing, just going on a picnic with them. And diba it's paslant?
Paslan.
So that would be our slide. So we'd bring our own mat and we'd just slide through it. Like, I mean, this is very childhood, nothing
Oo,
yeah.
romantic.
Hindi, tsaka at the time, kasi you can just go in UP eh.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
ngayon kasi you have to show an ID.
And there's so many
Oh.
security
Yes.
stuff na kasi there.
It's
Because
not as nice.
yeah, because they're ruining it for everybody. All these
Oh, yes. The
these
buildings.
mischievous people.
Ah,
no,
yeah.
I'm like the
Yung mga nananalbahe.
yeah, they're ruining it for everybody.
I
It's
remember,
such a nice place.
did you used to commute? Going to school?
Going to school? No.
Oh my gosh, talaga? Hindi ka nag-commute?
No.
I'm so shocked.
I wouldn't commute to school.
So, your parents would bring you?
No, I had a car.
You had a car in college?
I had a car in college. It was an 18th birthday gift.
Oh
From
my
guys, yeah.
gosh. Really?
Yes, I had a second hand. I used to call it Wewi.
Wewi.
I drive it to UP. Second-hand
You're one
Civic.
of those social kids.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
I needed a car because
UP,
I was a rookie
yeah.
in UP.
I needed a car!
No.
space.
I just have because!
No, I was a rookie and I was in the softball team and rookies always have to bring the equipment. So I had to lug around like
Whatever,
Sure,
princess. Whatever, princess.
it's true. There's so many stuff.
No, because my experience with UP was I would take the bus in crossing,
Okay.
and then
Wow.
yeah, and then you have to go through all the Cubao, Santolan, Mausok.
Yeah.
But the moment the bus turns into UP, where it forks
Yeah.
Commonwealth and then
Yeah,
Smekokoa, and then all of a sudden this fresh air, like it's all
Oh.
over. And then during the rainy season, after the rain has stopped, tumataas yung grass.
Yeah.
So they cut it. So when you drive in, the smell of newly cut
Fresh,
grass tuloy.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. Like, I'm in heaven.
Ay, ibang klase nga.
Ibang klase. But now they say it's not as fresh anymore because of all the cars. Because the kids now bring cars eh. Nung time ko talaga, social ka talaga if you have a car. Very few people.
No, yeah.
Oh, diba?
I don't know if you know her, Ricky, but Erica Cabantog says, I remember that car, Ricky.
Hi!
Oh.
Hi, Aggie. She was my classmate.
Memories of that
yeah.
car. What kind of memories?
It was just full of softball equipment, I swear. It smelled of socks, is what it was.
What do you mean you were a rookie? What does that mean? Sorry.
When you're, because I got into UP, via a varsity scholarship.
Yeah.
So I was part of the softball team, and my first year there, it's sort of like an initiation process where, okay, you're a rookie, your first year, you have to show up 30 minutes before we start practice with all the stuff. You have to have the water ready for the seniors.
Parang
You
a
have to
water
have
boy.
everything. Yeah. So we were three, luckily, 3 rookies. So we shared the
So
responsibility.
you're a special kind of scholar.
Yes.
Kasi everybody in UP
Is
are
a scholar,
scholars.
yeah. I was
But
a
you're a
special
special kind. Kasi
Yeah,
you
for
still have
varsity.
Yes.
Well. Did you get a stipend?
Not really.
No, you didn't.
How much was your tuition, if I may ask? Was it?
How much was tuition fee back then?
No, I just wanted to ask.
At the time?
At the time.
Okay, so all of us, there are 5 of us
Yeah.
in the family. All of us went to UP.
Okay.
My sister, when she went, she only paid 500 pesos.
Okay.
What?
And then they introduced the S3Ep3, which is the socialized
Yeah.
tuition bracket.
Okay.
So we landed in the most expensive bracket, which was bracket 9.
Mm-hmm.
So from 500 pesos, now we were paying 3,000 plus. Pero 3,000 plus.
Yeah.
Tapos, lahat kami, sabay-sabay. Kasi at one point, all 5 of us were all in college.
Uh-huh.
And then, we would all pay together.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3,000, depending on 15 units, 18 and 21. But yeah, somewhere between 3,500 to 4,200 was the tuition of each child per
person, yeah.
semester. I can't
My
even.
gosh.
Pero like when people would ask, ba't kayo nag-UP? Siguro ang talino nyo. Sabi namin, hindi ho, kasi wala kaming pambayad.
Yeah.
Wala eh, kasi if you go to the big ones like LaSalle,
Given na
Ateneo,
siya na
UST,
talagang
it's really expensive.
tuition.
Dude, my parents couldn't
Yeah.
afford that, especially with 5 kids in college. No way.
Would you want your kids to go to UP?
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Dun 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 dun.
Would you send them to UP?
I would love to send them to UP, but now I realize that I'm older. Like, it's really not the school. It's the teacher, it's the environment. Because sometimes you like it because the word UP has a connotation, but it's not always going to be good just because it's UP. It's the people who are teaching there, the students who are going.
Yeah.
So if it's still the high standard that we think of, then yeah, why not? And then it's mura pa, diba? It's not expensive. How much is LaSalle? You're LaSalle, diba?
No, I'm Miriam.
Miriam.
Yeah.
Neighbor.
Sorry,
Yeah.
how much in college? Mahal, diba?
Mahal din.
Probably to like around like that time, around like 80.
Per sem?
Yeah, it depends
Good
on.
lordy!
Yeah, it
Like
depends.
one sem, kaya na kaming
Yeah. It would depend how many like units you would get.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
But the thing now, you know what? Like, cause like Olivia goes to school.
Already, diba?
Yeah.
Look at your eyes. Like,
Yeah. Not even in college yet. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just play school.
I know.
Diba? But she has fun and she enjoys it. But
Wala
school
nang
is
bababa.
so expensive.
Wala nang bababa sa 105 for preschool.
for preschool?
Yes.
I'm telling you,
like, you know, 100 is very cheap.
100 is very
It's cheap.
I couldn't believe it. Like, really? What?
Anyway.
Magic, hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Ooh.
This is Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I wanted to say about the UP thing. That, well, first of all, I graduated from UP.
Woo! What's your student number?
Student number.
But I have a lot of friends that graduated that they were top students,
Mm-hmm.
and they used to teach in UP. and they no longer teach in UP.
Yeah.
what
They're
happened?
still in the teaching profession, but they're no longer teaching UP. In fact, they moved to other schools and taught in other schools. So I don't know if that's reflective of the school,
Current.
but it's reflective possibly of the administration of the school.
Yeah.
So you end up not getting real good teachers. I mean, I had great teachers, extremely good teachers. In fact, I graduated from chemical engineering, and we had one teacher. Final exam was okay. This was like kinetics and thermodynamics, and her final exam was she went up to the blackboard, got a match, struck the match, lighted it from the blackboard, and she said, "Okay, class, calculate the entropy, change of entropy of the universe." And we were like in shock.
Oh my
In
God.
shock. It's like, huh? What the hell? What the hell? And years later, I realized that the answer was 0.
Okay, you know, you're talking to people who don't understand
Yeah.
a word. We know it's amazing. You have an amazing story, but we don't
Paul,
fully grasp
Paul.
Yeah, sorry about that.
it. Wait, Paul, what's your student number?
Oh, God. Do I need to?
Yes, you need to. It's it's.
It began with 80.
I'm happy. I'm not the oldest.
Paul, my student number was 06. Good morning.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, bye.
Bye,
Bye, Paul. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. 80 starts with 80.
80.
Yeah.
Okay ka na?
Ha? Masama loob ko eh.
Okay, wait. So, ask me my tuition. Ask me
Okay.
my tuition.
What did you pay per sem? Let's say 15 units.
15 units per sem. My friends would chip in tuition for me. Because I paid 78
Pesos.
pesos.
What? Because you were varsity.
Yeah, in your school.
Grabe ka.
Wow.
78 pesos.
So, kung gusto niyo
This is one
makatipid,
sem.
Wow.
one sem.
Parking
Kung
lang
gusto
ni
niyo
Andy yun
makatipid,
eh. Parking lang dito sa Paragon yun ah.
send your children to some sport clinic. Let them learn a sport
Yeah.
so that they can study for cheaper.
78 pesos.
Is it just sports? Do they take in like musicians?
Yeah, music.
They have
dance,
also,
music,
yeah. Yeah.
And fine arts.
Okay.
Fine arts.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I remember me and Martin, because we were both varsity. That was sort of more or less the tuition.
So all 4 years per sem, it was like 78
Wow.
pesos. You've got to be kidding. This chick who had a car going to school was paying 78. Not fair. I tell you, life is not fair. Dude, I paid 3.5.
It's
And that was in the 90s, my goodness.
957. We're talking about colleges. I don't know how we got from colleges from the zoo.
But
You know how that happened.
Pero diba, all of a sudden you become a mother and you're so concerned about tuition prices
Expenses.
because you're thinking, okay, my child is what?
Yeah.
How old is Olivia?
Olivia's
3.
3, yeah.
But by the time she enters college, I cannot imagine how much per sem would cost. If you were to send her here, because it's possible she might want to go abroad, but you
It's
don't.
more
you never know.
expensive.
It's
Yeah.
more expensive.
Cost of living, everything else.
Ako, I told my kids, sorry, dito tayo. Tsaka, hindi kayo magka-college sa America or anywhere else unless you're in a scholarship.
Yeah.
Because how? It's so expensive.
Ay, oh well.
And then of course now most private schools, they have the iPad factored into the tuition
Yes.
fee,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right. Yeah.
And you can't fight that.
You know, no. In
That's
LaSalle, that's
the
how they
reality.
do
Yeah,
it.
right?
Like, I know for a fact
Mhm.
they have their iPads, and most of it's already loaded, so they never have to do a lot of writing, a lot of.
Yeah.
Wala na. It's a different kind of world out there. I'm telling you.
Isn't that crazy?
It is
It's
crazy, but
scary.
it really is their world.
Mm.
You know, digital and you know the gadgets. That's going to be part of their lives.
They really
Who
have
knows?
to
Maybe in like 20
tech
years, like you don't even have to go to school. You can just attend via like a video.
It's possible. 'Cause
Right?
You just put in the
VR?
goggles. Yeah, the VR goggles, and you're like, good morning.
Because I remember as a kid, we would always fantasize about those small TVs. TVs
Yeah.
would be small, and like, it's happening now with your phone.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the Tamagotchi pa nga lang, diba? Right? Sarap the Tamagotchi, how you had a pet.
Do you know what that is, Ricky?
Grabe kayo, ah! Grabe kayo, ah!
Kasi diba, I don't know.
I had like several kaya. Okay. Got them from the toy store.
You can actually, there still is.
Yeah, there still
you can
is.
still
Diba
buy.
Medyo mahal lang
na?
sila.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
but
my
yeah.
God.
We had those, and we were just so amazed already.
At the
diba?
time,
Yeah.
diba?
Ay, wala pang color yun,
Wala
ah.
pa, wala pa.
Sobrang
Black and white.
pixelized pa siya.
Yung snake. Yung
Yung ganon, exactly. Imagine
Nokia.
hello.
What's your highest score?
Diba the old Nokia phones? Talaga may snake. Oh my God.
The best. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, my name is Mark.
Hi, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Since you're talking about school, do you prefer traditional or the progressive?
Oh. You know
Do
what?
you want the stress or you don't want the stress?
What do you mean stress?
Let's say my son now is 12 years old.
12, okay.
Yeah. He used to study in one of the prestigious schools in Katipunan,
Okay.
but I had to remove him from there already.
Because?
Wala na playtime eh.
I know
yeah.
what school you're talking about.
And you know what? A lot of parents now are complaining about homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Homework.
much homework.
You know,
He wakes up at 5. He goes home around 7.
oh my gosh.
How
Just
come
homework
7?
pa,
Why?
no?
Say it again.
Homework pa, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oo, may homework pa yon. Is it the...
No, I spent another 100,000 for the tutor.
Oh my lordy. My goodness.
So where did you move your kid? Like to a progressive school?
Progressive school now.
Okay.
How old is your kid? Sorry.
12.
12. Yeah.
12, okay. And are you happier with a progressive school?
Actually now, yes. Because on the weekends, we have time to play. No more homework.
Right. Because I think I know what school you're talking about. That school does not honor the homework thing.
I know.
They have a lot of homework.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Grabe.
So the decision was to move him to a progressive school.
Yeah.
Do you have any fears about progressive schools or none at all?
I think there's one thing. Sana maging street smart siya.
Ah, yeah. Because it's one thing to be book smart.
Yeah.
It's another to be street smart.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Well, thank you, Mark.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Mark.
thanks,
All right.
Mark.
Have a great day.
Hi.
Yeah.
I was reading this article. I don't know how accurate it was, but it was saying talking about schools and how the traditional schooling system, they train the children for the workforce. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what it is.
So it's to be, bankers,
Yeah.
accountants, to follow a strict schedule, to wear a uniform, and stuff like that.
Right.
But the other schools, like let's say the progressive schools, it teaches you how do I explain? To be your own person,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
sort of like start your own thing, creative.
So the goal is
Freedom.
different for
Yes, yeah.
One kind of education
Yes.
prepares you to be part of a workforce.
Yes.
The other kind of education prepares you to be a human being.
Sort of
In a
like
world,
that.
parang
Yeah.
ganon.
So I guess it just depends on what kind of
I think it depends on the child.
Yeah, it
child
depends
you're
on the
raising,
child.
yeah.
Yeah.
what works for the child.
Because what I know now is, I had to change schools for
Mhm.
Cooper, and I was very disappointed. That's why, like Mark,
Okay.
and I tried, and I realize now. That's why I said earlier, just because the name of a school has a certain reputation doesn't mean the quality is there.
Mhm.
At different times of the years, like I don't know, through 20 years, that changes because the population of the teachers change.
Yeah.
And Cooper had a great preschool teacher. I really loved her, and I didn't understand that she was quite a find.
Okay.
Until Cooper went to grade 1,
Mhm.
the teacher was not like that at all.
Ah.
It's as if parang, okay, go to school, teach the kids, and then leave it alone.
Yeah, wala kang...
Because his previous teacher really cared about the kids, and not just Cooper, because I could see her with other kids, and she talked to parents like, "Hey, this happened to your child today. I'm sorry, She explained.
Yeah.
The other teacher, nothing. Like I kept sending notes, asking questions, and it was like
she was just doing her job. She
had no emotional connection to my child, and I'm like, ooh,
that's hard.
That's hard. Yeah. And I'm like, well, how do you know my child? Because more than a student, our children are learners. And the teacher has to know what kind of learner your child is so that you can reach the child.
Absorb. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So now I moved him, and the new school kind of teaches parents how they teach our kids. So I was worried. No homework. One month into the school year.
No homework.
There hasn't been any homework. We do not have notebooks.
Oh.
So I'm worried. I'm like, okay, what are you doing in school? Oh, we play. So I'm like, okay, I don't like this. So then they started to explain to us, this is what your children are going to learn. They're called units. And we teach them without them knowing we're teaching them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it seems like play because they're basing their approach on a study that says children actually learn better when you play with them.
Yes, that's correct.
When you play, when you teach them through play at a certain age.
Yeah.
And so they don't even have tests. It's called assessment versus test. So a child can be assessed already, like, do you know the numbers? Do you know how to do math? But he doesn't know it because it's in a game.
Yeah.
So it's through experience.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of scary for me because you kind of lean on the traditional.
The discipline.
The homework every day.
Yeah.
So with a new way of teaching, you're scared like, okay, but are they going to be ready for the world?
Yeah.
For working? And so there's parang you're always thinking about, where do I send my child? A traditional school?
What age kaya do they stop playing?
Oh, they did say around grade 4.
Oh.
Then it will be a different approach.
Okay.
Then there will be like papers and but it's still different. They follow, I think, the Scandinavian, Finland, Sweden kind of thing. But of course, the more progressive the school is and new way of teaching, we don't know how that will turn out because we still don't know of generations. So you kind of take a chance. So a lot of us have been asked on the show, like, do you send your child to a traditional school, progressive? And we're always like, saan ba?
It's hard.
It's hard to decide. Like, this is your
You
child.
just have to, I guess, test it out wherever they excel better or wherever they adjust.
Yeah.
I think because our parents had it easy.
Yeah.
There wasn't much choice.
Just traditional. Just that school down the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming up, religion. It was really based on religion because we're not Catholic.
Yeah.
So they sent us to a Christian school.
Yeah.
And so it was so easy for them. Ngayon kaya, I don't know what my parents how they would send their kids to school.
And I think that's why now some parents prefer to just homeschool their kids.
Yes.
Because that's as intentional as you'll get, right?
That's right.
That's as tutok as you'll get. Because
Because
you know
so-
your kids.
And so many celebrities are also doing it.
Jessica Kramer's doing it.
She switched, diba, this year?
She did,
That's
yeah,
right.
she did.
Meron pa. There's another one.
Well,
Micaela.
Mika is also
Yeah.
homeschooling.
Yes, and what's nice with homeschool, I mean, I think once your kids know the system or the schedule already, and then, I mean, you don't have to teach all the subjects because, like, if you have a hard time in math, then you can get a tutor in math. So, kunyari, every Tuesday we do math,
Yeah.
diba? And then every kunyari, Friday we do history. So there's really a nice schedule, and then, I mean, and parang you create your own environment at home.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be separate from the playroom and
Yeah.
all that. So it has to actually be like a school where they
inside
study
your
inside your
home.
home. Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
it's nice.
I love that. I love the idea.
idea.
You should interview a homeschool mom.
We had them on the show last year.
we had them before the convention.
And that was great because one of the moms, she had been homeschooling for 15 years.
Oh my gosh.
And her child was diba valedictorian ba
Yeah.
of
The one
in
who was
college,
here, yeah.
the one who
Yeah,
was
yeah.
here. And so, there are many arguments against homeschooling that you may have heard from other people.
Yeah.
But I think even the idea of how to homeschool is changing.
Mhm.
It's not like before. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't. Do you? I think that the reason also why homeschooling is so big in the Philippines
Traffic.
is one, traffic, but second, there are more women who are highly educated, career women who are opting to stay at home. Remember, that brain has been educated well. And where will this woman put all of that into? Her child. That's why you homeschool, because you can.
Yeah.
You can understand it. You know what to do with your child.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Diba? Kasi before sinong mag-homeschool, kailangan isang parent at home.
Yeah. I feel like Ricky's that kind of mom who will homeschool.
I don't know, man.
Really?
I don't know,
I just
man.
feel like you're that kind of...
I'd probably mess it up. Let's do homeschool from the bathroom. I think of that.
I don't know if I can do it.
I don't think I would not. To be stuck
you
at
have
home.
to have a lot of patience also. Imagine.
I don't think so.
But also the founder of the Learning Basket, so she loves reading to her children. Diba? That's her advocacy, to read to your children kahit 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And as her child is growing, from at the early age, she was the one reading the books to the kids, and now they encourage the kids to read back to them, which is amazing.
That's a good practice.
Yes.
A good practice. And she was also a career woman before she decided to stay home and be a hands-on mom. So you can really see a shift in a lot of young women becoming mothers now, because they're highly educated, had probably careers before they decided to stay at home.
Yeah.
So
And now also you can still have a career, you can have your own business at home, and still be a stay-at-home mom and do homeschool and all that.
ako feeling ko kaya mo eh. I think Andy can do it.
Oo nga.
Because you're such a
Malapit ka na, no? You're thinking about it, aren't you?
No, because my mom did it with 3 kids.
Oh, see?
My 3 sisters were homeschooled for like 7 years.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because until my third one, my third talaga. Parang anak ko. When she went to college, that's when she shifted. That's when she started going to school. So they did maybe like grade 5 till like high school. And then when they got
did
into
your mom
college,
do that? Because she's ahead of her time.
yeah,
This was a long time ago, right?
Uh-huh.
So not a lot of moms were homeschooling at the time. There were some, but not a lot like now.
It wasn't a popular thing.
Yeah,
to
a
do.
popular choice. So what made her do it?
we should ask her. Let me ask her if
Oo
she's
nga, diba?
listening. Yeah,
Hi, Tita.
yeah.
Rose, why did you homeschool?
And especially if her other children went to school, so she must have had a reason why she shifted from just sending your child to school to homeschooling.
Well, for me, I saw how effective it was also with them. They're not in a traditional college school, but they are taking like college courses based on what they want to be in the future.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my sister wants to get into filmmaking, so she's already taking all the film classes, doing all the photography lessons,
Right.
and like everything else on the side. So it's like when you do homeschool, it's like you learn more about yourself, not just about like everything on the book.
And then
You kind of know what direction you want to
Where?
go. So at the age of maybe 17 or 18, you know what to take in college, or like the direction whether like you want to go.
But kasi you're also Mother Earth kind of vibe. Eh. You do have, diba? Look, you're into plants. Diba? You mothered your siblings. Dude, you're a homemaker. More than any of us, you're the one, I think.
Yeah.
Na parang pwede talaga eh.
I probably would.
I bet you would
I will.
breastfeed until like your child was 11.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Anne.
Okay. No
Ultimate
judging
mom.
here.
No, there's no judgment.
No,
There's no
I was thinking,
judgment.
oh my gosh,
Not at all.
especially if it's my last baby. Breastfeed all you want.
You breastfeed. So you move out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, no, schooling.
Schooling. Isa pa yan.
That's
Nako.
another topic.
Pain,
I
man.
had no idea that being a parent was this tough.
Speaking of parent, we have a dad on the show. In just
Yeah.
a few minutes, he'll be arriving.
You know what? A lot of dads have been calling us.
I know!
All dads actually today.
So our guest is listening.
Okay.
His student number in UP is
Wow.
02.
Wait, my mom messaged.
Okay,
So
go.
she goes like, not 7 years, 10 years.
10 years.
So she's been homeschooling for 10 years. My sister started from grade 1
Okay.
till now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bakit,
so
tita?
she goes, she says, character building was most important to me. Academics came second. So, that's it for her.
I see.
Kasi nga naman, like, if you send your child to school, the character building happens, but it's not within your control. Because there's so many variables when you send your child to school. Who the teacher is, sino magiging classmates nila. So, in as much as you want to be able to build character, it's not just up to you. But when you homeschool, definitely you have more control, diba? Kasi they're in the home.
Yeah, but what's nice also is that there are different homeschools where your kids can still interact with other kids.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, maybe they're homeschooled 3 days a week, and then the 2 days they go
with other.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
it
have
depends.
these
the extracurricular activities. diba?
Yeah.
Whether it's sports, whether it's soccer or music or
Right. Oh, how can we miss it? Chris Aquino.
Yeah.
Her son, Bimby, is homeschooled.
And he's so he's so eloquent.
He is.
Well, if you're, Chris Aquino was valedictorian of her
Yes,
class.
yes.
That girl was head of the debate team.
Yeah.
Dude, we know her as a celebrity, but for people who grew up with her in school, they said she really
Sobrang
was
smart. Ni
yeah.
Chris Aquino.
Until now naman eh.
Until now,
When she writes her posts, you may not agree with her, you may not like how she is or whatever, but you cannot deny that there's,
It's fluff, but it's my
well
substance.
thought of.
My substance. It's 10:15. Saying good morning to Ian Palabiab as well. Hi, Ian.
Hello.
I don't know who that Ian is. Hi, Ian. Thank you for listening to Carl Santos, to Det Santos, who's a big fan of the Mother Show. Thank you so much for listening, as well as to my Tita Janet. Hi, Tita Janet. It's me.
Saying hi also to Michelle Theodora, who's homeschooling her 8-year-old daughter, and she says it's great.
Pero,
Yeah.
okay. To JP, who is a proud single parent. Oh, hi! Hi, JP, proud single parent. Advanced happy birthday, and to your daughter E as well. September babies. Hi!
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. So many people listening. If you have any questions for our dad, we should be introducing him in just a bit.
I'm sure a lot of moms have like these questions that they want to ask their husband.
Yeah.
But they can't.
Oy.
Diba? Ang
Oy, we can
hirap
do
kaya.
that. Turn the tables
It's
today.
the other way around.
Yeah.
Because usually the dads listen to us for our perspective as the women.
Uh-huh.
But now our guest is a guy.
Yeah.
So
If you
all
have
the moms out there,
Exactly.
wives, you can ask, his perspective, his
Bakit
insight.
ganito asawa
You
ko?
can be anonymous, you
Yeah,
can
that's
be
right.
anonymous. You can ask him your questions. But again, just a little background. He's a fitness coach. He's a hands-on dad
Of 3.
of
Yeah.
3. 3 beautiful babies. They're not babies anymore. But yeah, you can ask him your questions. He's coming up in just a bit. So while we wait for him, let's play you a song. It's the Mother Show. You can send in those questions, by the way, online. But you can also call us up, 6310899.
Yep, and you can also watch us live
Yes.
on Facebook. The Magic Facebook is up, and also on the Mother Show. And say hi to Migs of RT. Remember Migs?
What's up,
Migs
Migs?
with a Z.
Hello, Migs with a Z.
Hey, also the Mother Show is heard nationwide. In Cebu, we are Magic 92.3. In Davao, Magic 89.1. In Bacolod, Magic 106.3. In Cagayan de Oro, it's Magic 89.3. And finally, in General Santos, it is Magic 106.3.
Radio Supermom. Who do you think you're talking to? 89.9. Radio Supermom. Who do you think you're talking to? 89.9.
Okay, it's 10:27. We are still live on Facebook. We're live as well on the Magic website, just in case. It's magic899.fm. Facebook.com/magic89.9. It's the Mother Show. My name is Ricky.
I'm Andy.
This is Del.
And we have you for another hour, 30 minutes. There's going to be somebody joining us on the show in a bit. He's a dad.
Yep.
So to all you moms out there who might have questions regarding your partner, your husband, father of your children that you can't quite ask,
Yeah.
you can do so today anonymously, because we're going to have a male father figure finally on the show.
So remember we were talking earlier about tuition fee and how you paid 78 pesos.
Yeah.
Our guest paid how much?
40, is it 45?
How come? Because, okay.
45 pesos.
45.
Yeah.
45 pesos,
huh?
and then he goes, "Thank you, sports."
and also Butter Baby 30,
Oh.
who also went to UP, paid 47.50.
Ayan.
Grabe kayo.
47 pesos and 50 centavos per
Bakit?
sem because faculty dependent. So
Ah,
I think one of her parents.
Yes. Yeah.
So, ayun.
Because in schools now also, diba? Even international schools. Like, if your kids study there, then you get like a huge discount.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
It's crazy how much schooling costs these days. It's insane. Somebody was asking us, let me see, his name is Jampot?
Mhm.
What about unschooling? What does that mean? I don't get it.
Yan ba yung puro play lang?
I have no idea. What are you talking about, Jampot?
Unschooling. Like the unzoo.
Maybe, is that it? Unschooling?
What's the school
Please
there
expound.
in
I don't know.
Where?
This is my mommy brain.
Okay.
Pregnant brain also.
Yeah.
You have it both.
Oh my god.
Times 2. Saying hi to Jana De Chico.
Hi.
Says, "Hi, Radio Moms." Okay, while you think about that, Andy, let's get a call. Magic, hello.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, I paid 200,000 for my kids' tuition.
What?
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Wait, your child is how old?
Grade 2.
Grade
Wow.
Would you like a glass of wine at 10:30 in the morning?
Oh my lord.
Yeah,
Oh my
but they're in a very good school. It's only 15 students in one class.
Okay.
So I think it's so much worth it.
Oh, it's worth it. You're saying it's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Are you
So,
you're
so I
planning
pay
to...
like 400,000 over a year.
Oh my lordy.
Yeah. But it's a really, really good school.
Okay.
Ano school?
Yeah.
Oh, ma'am. I want to know.
Sorry, is
School yan.
that the one in Mandaluyong?
No, that's the one in Circulo Verde.
In Circle of Verde.
Googling
okay.
now.
No, I know it. I think I know it.
Okay.
Starts with the letter D?
What?
Is that the one that starts with the letter D?
Okay. Is it?
Yeah, it's a very, very good
Okay.
school. Very well organized. The way
Ah.
they do it, it's a really good school. It's a thumbs up school, and I actually underestimated that school. I thought before that it was not going to be that good, but apparently they're very, very good, and the discipline is there, the behavior, and all the academics. I thought it was going to be so easy for my kids, but when we brought them there, it was, it's same thing because my kids used to study in this A-class school. I'm sure you would know that, but it's just the same, just about the same thing. But the good thing about this is you pay this much, but there's only 15 kids. They would not add any other number to that number. That's all they would have.
Yeah.
And plus, I pay for the other schools. Almost about the same thing. They don't even have air conditioning. All those other, considerations.
Considerations, right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is it progressive? Is the school progressive? Because it can have small
Well,
population, but still be
it's a traditional. It's also a traditional school, but it has this international flavor.
Yeah.
More
yeah.
but more on the British rather than American.
Okay.
Okay, I get it.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, good for you.
That.
Are you
But,
working? Sorry, are you
yes,
working?
I am. Yes, I am working,
Okay.
and my husband is working. So, but pretty much our education is number one on our list.
Yeah.
We don't, stinge on and everything else. But so we will live a comfortable life. But education is number one.
Yeah.
Good
so,
for you.
Good for you.
So
Yeah.
I think it's just sharing that because I really feel so good about this school and
That's great.
I wanted to share that with you guys.
Nice.
Thank you
very much.
Alrighty, thank you. Have
Bye,
a good day.
thanks.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I think when you're really happy with a school,
And
I
that's
mean,
so important.
Yeah,
You
It's
voice
so
that out,
important.
man.
exactly.
Yeah.
You help other moms.
So anyway, I've been
Other parents.
researching on unschooling,
Mhm.
And it says here that basically it's not like homeschool, no schedule. They learn through
Song.
No, parang they learn through play, household responsibilities, parang travel. Yeah, Waldorf books.
Yeah.
So parang people who do unschooling, like I think my cousin does it. Like her kids don't go to school. They move to Palawan, so they learn. Yes, Monica.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
Monica.
so they learn because she was also doing Waldorf before.
Yeah, Waldorf.
Yeah,
So now she's unschooling.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
So they build their own bahay kubo. I mean, they're doing all these like science experiments with nature, and then they have
your sister is quite Earth as well. I think it runs in your family.
You're a family of Mother Earths.
No, because she's amazing. She does yoga.
Gentle birth din siya.
Gentle birth din siya.
Because I remember she did a talk with Smart Parenting, and she was explaining also Lotus, that when you have the placenta there. I mean,
we have to get her on the show. We have to get her on the show.
You have to pay for her plane fare.
Yun lang.
But maybe if she's in Manila, we can have her here.
Right.
Just to explain everything, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I get unschooling. So it's sort of like you're teaching them in the lifestyle that you want to put them in, sort of.
Yeah, I think
your environment.
So historically speaking, way before schools as we know them, families would have children to help them in the field.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is. So that's why parents are so hands-on about teaching the child, okay, this is how you farm, this is how you raise, animals, etc. Because you're preparing them for the life that you have. They will inherit your land. So it's probably a throwback to that.
Because you take them with you. I mean, when you're working, they'll help you with maybe the cashier, getting orders. I mean, like those simple things.
Yeah, whatever it
can
is
already
you're doing.
train them somehow.
So I guess you're skipping all the memorization. And all.
Could supplement. That's what they say. Because in as much as we would like to go back to that life where it's simple, there's still a real world that your children need to know about. And math is one of those subjects that's, no matter what kind of school they still need to have math down pat. And math needs a lot of practice, addition, subtraction, multiplication, all of those things.
Logic.
Yeah, you need to practice that. So I think no matter what kind of schooling you're doing for your child, math will still be math. You know?
Okay.
So if you're unschooling, siguro you still supplement, diba?
Yeah.
Meron din siguro. It's 10:36. Our guest is entering the parking, so we'll be talking to him in just a little bit. But reminder, if you have any questions, something that you maybe wanted to ask your husband that you can't do face-to-face,
for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, we don't judge. You can call us up at 6310899.
Yep, and you can also message us privately if you want via Instagram, so we won't mention your name.
Good.
It's The Mother Show PH, and we are also on Facebook, so you can message us there also. It's The Mother Show PH.
All right, you can listen and watch live through www.magic899.fm. And of course, the Mother Show is heard nationwide. And in Cebu, we are Magic 92.3. In Davao, we are Magic 80. In Bacolod, we are Magic 106.3. In Cagayan de Oro, it's Magic 89.3. And finally, in General Santos, it's Magic 106.3.
Thank you very much, Del. It's 10:37. Our guest plus more of the Mother Show right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Who do you think you're talking to? Moms I'd like to follow? The Mother Show on Magic 89.9. We've got that mommy magic. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 10:49. Welcome back to the Mother Show. My name is Ricky.
I'm Mandy.
This is Delamar.
And we, as promised, have our special guest on the show. It's the first time we're bringing in a dad.
Yeah.
A male perspective on things.
He is the first.
He is, right?
Yeah, he's the very first one. He's the very
wow.
first one. So we'd like to welcome to the booth Coach Chappy Callanta.
Good morning, ladies.
Hey,
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. I
know.
mean, you're yaya-less.
Yeah, I told them.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
I told them
We are yaya-less.
you are a father of three.
Yes, I'm a father of 3.
Age, please.
Okay, 5, 3, and 1. Both,
Galing,
well, all of them are turning 6, 4, and 2. Yes, so they're
Galing, ah.
Galing, diba?
Did you space that?
The first 2, yes. The third one, my wife is listening. Hi, Bits. But the third one was really a happy accident.
I knew everybody's like, they were all like, why is he yaya-less? And I was like, we're going to wait for Coach
Oh.
Chappy to get on the show so that he
Okay.
can explain.
Okay, yeah. It was a conscious decision. It was a mutual decision, actually, with myself and my wife. Went through a string of yayas who would come and go. They would stay for about 2 or 3 months, and then they'd have to go
Leave,
because of a family problem or something.
It's always like that.
There's
diba?
always
or a death.
something.
And
Yes.
then for the longest time, we were just handling it.
Uh-huh.
But then we finally decided it's tougher or it's harder to train yayas
Mm-hmm.
than, be the yaya. Something like that. So right now we're experimenting, honestly. It's working out because we designed our life so that it is compact. Meaning
Okay.
I work walking distance from where we live. I use my bike when I have to. My wife works at home. She also studies at home. So everything is within, a small distance lang. So
Yeah.
we eat sometimes. It's easy
Yeah.
for our setup. But I honestly believe that if you're gonna go yaya-less, that's the way to do it. It has to be, your life
Everything
has
has to be like
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
access.
Yeah.
your life has to be designed
Oh,
to
right.
handle it, being yaya-less.
Yeah, because I think so. Coach Chappy, he works as a coach in 360,
Yes.
Yeah.
and you see like some of his videos. His kids are just running around.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool
true,
place to go,
Yeah,
right? To bring
yeah.
your kids. So I think that's what you mean by it's to be designed that way,
Exactly.
in that you can bring your kids to work and it'll be totally fine.
Yes, and my daughter, she's the only one that goes to school right now.
Okay.
Our son, our middle child, we're still deciding on whether he will
Homeschool.
or
Oh,
not.
here we
Oh,
go.
Yeah, I heard
Here
your
we
topic.
go. Homeschooling.
My wife was before. She
Ah.
taught. She taught special ed
Okay.
for 3 years, so she knows how it goes. She knows how to
Yeah.
teach. So we tried with Luke, our second. We brought him to Waldorf. It was fine, but then there were a lot of hiccups along the way. So pause muna tayo, and then we'll see how it goes at home. SE goes to a progressive school. Our eldest goes to a progressive school. Same setup. I think there are only 10 in the class, but it's not as expensive as that.
200,000.
No,
Yes,
it's not that
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So there are options. If you're looking for a progressive school, there are options. It's cheaper.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And then our youngest is just malaking kolokoy at home.
One pa
Your
lang kasi.
baby.
Yeah, she's turning 2 in December. So.
Oh,
Ta-da.
cute. Oh, so how long have you been yaya-less?
How long has it been, Bits? I think it's been 3 months.
Okay.
3 or 4 months already.
Okay.
You like half with the chores, like.
Oh yes.
So what
talaga,
do you do?
with-
I want to know what you
This is
do.
my day. So we wake up at 6 in the morning. We get Essie ready for school.
Okay.
I take her to school, then I go straight to work, which is near also. So it kind of works out
Yeah.
there because I take her to school in Katipunan, and then I make a U-turn at our practice venue, which
Yeah.
is in Corinthians. And then I stay there for an hour and a half or 2, and then I go to the gym. I have a few clients, then I go have lunch with Bits and the other 2, and then the other 2 go with me.
After lunch.
Yeah, after lunch. Then we fetch Essie while Bits stays at home and works and studies. So her alone time with the kids in the morning, and then my alone time with
Is
the
in
kids.
How
the
perfect
afternoon.
is that, man?
It actually
just,
works
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
a
for a-
nicely designed
Yeah.
life. No?
No, and for a mom to have alone time
Yes.
at home.
Well,
Yeah.
I want
Very
to.
Yeah.
I want to know what you mean by she's studying.
Yeah, she's taking up coding right now, because we as
For
in-
websites?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
websites.
galing ah.
Because
Okay.
we also believe in jobs of the future, and that's one of the jobs of the future.
Yes.
And
They
that's
will
what
be
we're
the rock
trying-
stars.
Yeah, so we're
Uh-huh.
trying to teach
Yes.
our children as well.
So
that-
she's
Wow.
studying coding
Yeah.
with keeping in mind that that's what your kids will probably learn along the way.
Yes, kind of, but also just for also knowledge.
Wow.
And she also has work, so
Yeah.
she's also that super mom. And then at night, we go home at around 6:30. Usually, one of my clients takes us home because it's raining by that time.
Aw.
Yeah.
Ang cute
And
naman.
then-
Sobra.
It's very
Yeah.
near lang eh.
Sobra,
It's really
yeah.
it's really walking distance now. But we go home and then I prepare dinner while she her studies.
So
Sorry,
you cook?
Can
Yeah, I
we
cook.
can we go back to that? You
Oo
prepare
nga.
dinner.
Yeah, I cook.
Hi.
Can we splice that and then I need to play that for my husband.
Why? No,
Okay, and
I believe cooking is a skill that everybody should have.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Yes.
trying to teach
Yep.
our kids early on. And actually, the hard part
Yes. That's
So,
that's
exactly.
the marketing and the prep.
Yeah.
Kasi yung luto-luto, madali na yan when everything's ready.
But you have to have everything there,
Oo.
everything prepared.
Exactly.
That's the...
Di ba yung mga donya ganon? They have their...
Ay, ayos na lahat.
ayusin na, ready na. Then they come down the
And
the
that's what
grand
they call-
staircase.
Yeah.
In their apron, ready to like.
Pero bejeweled.
With the rollers.
With the
in
rollers
hair.
pa.
Okay.
Yeah, so we live in a condo. It's small, so it's easy. So I get to take care of the kids while I cook. Sometimes they help, sometimes they play.
Yeah.
And then we eat around 7, and then we have some playtime.
What's lights out in the home?
Oh, that's a tricky situation. Because there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
One wakes up at 6, while the other 2 wake up at 8, 9. I would like to say 9, but it's really 10. So like I just came from there. They were still asleep. So they sleep until 10, and because of that, they're awake until around 10 or 11 or 12. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
so for the eldest, lights out is at 9:30.
Kasi she has school.
She has school. But it's one room. They share a room, so it's kind of tricky.
Oo nga. How does she sleep when the others are still awake?
She actually adapted to it already, the noise. To the
Yeah.
noise. So even if they're all noisy, she's
Tune out na siya.
tuned out
Passed
already.
out na siya.
Sarap.
Diba parang it's such a modern family.
Yeah.
And like a modern setup. Diba?
Actually,
Complete
yeah.
with condo living.
Yes.
So hard because I also have 3 kids, and we
Oh,
also live in a condo. And when you have small children, they come with a lot of stuff.
Yep.
How do you manage that?
Well, we do have a lot of stuff.
Diba no? Parang your house is overrun with
But
kid stuff.
I know, but my wife does a good job in toy rotation. Have you heard of toy?
No,
Yes.
So what
toy
she does, a
rotation.
lot of toys, but through the years, we have a lot of gifts.
Mhm.
So she keeps some toys hidden.
Yes.
And then maybe a
Yeah.
couple of months, after 2 months, she rotates the toys. So now the kids parang, oh, we have new toys. Even
Yeah.
if they've
But
actually
it's
paid.
not a new
Ah.
toy.
That's
Actually,
a
like
good idea.
Olivia's party was March. So last week, gift from her birthday pa.
Yeah, because they don't know. They don't
Yeah,
know.
they don't know.
Ah,
So to her, she had
That's
to
right.
open it, and she was like, oh, "New gift!"
Yeah.
So it's a new toy.
But Essie started to catch up with it. Parang,
Oo nga, that's what
I've
I'm...
seen this before. This isn't new. What are you doing?
What are you trying to pull off, Mom?
Because even if it's not gifts, like from birthdays, just the rotation. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you keep the dollhouse, and then
True.
you put the Lego,
okay.
parang
Okay.
ganyan. And then the next week you change naman, painting, ganyan. So they don't get bored. There's new activities always.
So are they physically very like body smart, your kids? Because I
Yeah.
mean, growing up with you and then being around the gym.
Because they see what's happening in the gym. So like my daughter already squats.
Whoa.
And I no, one of the times why I wanted to call this show,
Yeah.
I truly believe there's a concept called long-term athletic development.
Long-term athletic development.
So
Okay.
when you look at the clinics now, this was a topic on clinics I remember, where you were looking at some.
Oh,
So
yeah.
one of the things that I really wanted to push is to teach our kids what we call fundamental movement skills, rather than sport-specific skills.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
That's right.
rather
Okay.
than focusing on a specific sport, we teach them the skills that are really, integral to be an athlete in the
Right.
future. So that's skipping, leaping,
Yes.
hopping, jogging. Those skills that you might think are exercise, but are actually movement skills. And like if I ask a random person in the street, can you gallop? Most likely they will not be able to gallop because we forget. And then that's what I'm trying to teach my kids. So like in the gym, we have a class
Yeah.
where
He's
they
doing
run.
air quotes.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot we're in radio. So where they run around, and then we try to do some movement patterns.
Yeah.
I put some obstacles along the way, and
Wow.
they have to jump, they have to go under.
Yeah.
So it's just parang holistic development.
Yeah. Some parents have to pay to bring your child to a place like that.
Yeah.
And that's really
That's
what they
the first.
teach them, how to tumble, how to
Yes,
everything.
yes,
And
yes.
one thing my brother said was his 2 daughters went through that. And he said what they learned in gym school was to persevere even if you don't get it the first time. But they learned that in gym school, yeah, because they couldn't do the balancing the first week.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, it's all right, just do it again. And then, so through the years, that's what they learned to do.
Exactly. And that's when learning takes place. The crucial years of 2 to 8 years old. If you miss those years in teaching fundamental movements, harder. That's why
okay.
early on I'm really trying to teach it to them so that it gets
So 2 to 8.
Yeah,
This
2 to
is
8.
okay.
Yeah. And then
All
once
right.
you get to 9 to 11, then you can introduce some sort of sport
Sports.
specific.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But really the sport specific skill happens
later on.
maybe around 14, 15. It's actually.
Yeah.
In PE sa States, it's even athletes in the States, they have different sports per season.
Yeah.
So we have like an athlete like LeBron who would maybe play basketball at the start of the year and then end up playing football at the end of the year.
Right.
And here kasi no eh.
Oo nga.
You're just
it's
one
really
sport. Yeah.
That's why in my kid, which is one of the sports that I recommend early on, ballet and gymnastics.
How come?
Boys or girls? Because they teach movement.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, and when you look at, let's say, basketball, I'm a basketball coach, but when you look at basketball, you are in a specific position for such a long period of time, which is and that parang make you develop movement patterns based on that, and then when that happens, that's all you know already. And
Right.
You don't get the variety that you need. In ballet, gymnastics, you get the variety, you get the strength,
Yeah.
you get everything that you need during that age time.
That's
makes
a tip.
so much
That's a tip
sense.
for all the
Okay.
moms.
Already.
Correct. 2 to 8, ah.
This Saturday, tomorrow.
Wait, yes.
Enroll.
Don't be afraid because some parents are scared to make their children lift. My daughter's 6 years old, well 5 years old. She already lifts at
Ooh,
this age.
Weights?
Weights, as in weights.
Oh,
Of course, the weights are relative to her weight.
Weight.
Yeah.
Because hindi ka lalaki.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
yeah.
But
bigat.
that's actually not true. It's true na hindi ka lalaki if you do a specific activity that's repetitive for a long period of time. So what is that? Jogging. So when you make your kids jog,
yeah.
like it's the same, it's the same moving pattern.
Right.
If you do it enough, you're gonna grow.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
If it's one,
Tumakbo ba kayo, girls? Ganun ba?
grabe.
Oy, grabe.
Ayoko lang na-guess.
Nag-gets ko yan, ah.
Guys, we're close enough, okay?
Grabe yung buntis.
Grabe.
You know what?
I love you both.
No, but I didn't know
makes
that.
sense. Kasi
Oo.
if it's a specific movement pattern repeated over a long period of
With
time.
no variation.
Yes. And imagine whenever you run, that's one stride on one leg at a time.
Yeah.
That's 2 or 3 times your body weight being carried by one leg.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
imagine doing that those steps as that. So if you're a kid,
That's a lot of work for the body.
Exactly. So when I train for endurance when they're young, I make them do sprints. I make them do lateral running. I try to mix it up because it still works the same system, which is the cardiovascular system.
Right.
But at least they don't get overuse injury. Yes. So kids and mommies and daddies try to introduce weights as early as possible to their kids. As long as they know the movement pattern, you get a coach. They will teach the movement pattern, then you can load it, then you will have stronger and faster kids.
Yeah.
Can they do the chores? Like, let's
Pwede naman, diba? Pwede naman
It
eh.
could be as simple as that.
I know because
diba?
we learn differently. Some kids learn better in that unstructured
That's right.
environment. Some kids like structure, so it depends on the kid.
No, I mean, just listening to you talk, I realize that being body smart is such a...
It's a very...
And nowadays, it's nicer because there's an emphasis on health and movement and sports now in the last 10 years or so. But when we were kids, dude, you were considered smart if you read a book. But people don't understand that being body smart with your body, how to move.
No, but also before, there was no... we would patintero, we had like,
Pico.
diba, pico, diba, we were
nga, no?
more active.
Yeah,
And
that's
if you
right.
look at the structure of those games, they reinforce the movement patterns that we're trying to teach. Like Pico teaches skipping.
Yeah, that's right.
Lateral walk. So
Yeah.
Patintero would like...
laterals.
Diba? After what? I'm tired na.
Because it makes sense because it's just one movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also they're very sedentary.
That is true.
So their lifestyle is, and then they eat so much.
Yeah.
Because it comes with it, diba?
Yeah.
If you're sedentary, you kind of also want to eat because there's nothing much to do.
Okay, so since Coach Chappy's here, we're talking all about, getting your kids started. Personally, what's your take on screen time? Like, you have 3 children.
Yes.
Screen time. What is Coach Chappy's take on that?
Okay, I would, in a perfect world, less than an hour, and that's what the pediatricians say, even less than 30 minutes. Actually.
Yeah.
In a realistic world, when there's no yeah. But the way we look at it, they get their screen time, they get about an hour and a half, realistically. But they also get the reading time. And right now, what we're trying to push, we're trying to slowly hide the other toys and introduce a lot of Legos.
Yes.
Because Legos, in our opinion, it's the way to foster creativity.
Right.
It's coloring the board. But when you have something that's tactile, what do you
Or like Play-Doh or
exactly
dough,
like Play-Doh.
yeah.
The problem with Play-Doh though is it's messy.
Yeah, and it dries up.
Tsaka yaya-less eh. So sila
So we clean it up eh. So
Yeah.
we say, okay, Lego na lang. So right now they're doing a lot of Lego. So they maybe watch on and off. So there's a screen there sometimes when they have to cook. And then we have also an alternative activity nearby, which is usually our Lego table.
Okay.
Yes.
So they go back and forth. They make some Lego toys and then they
Watch
watch
a little bit,
go back,
yeah.
go back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah,
But that's true, because my kids are also the same. They could start a movie and be engaged in the first 30 minutes.
exactly.
And then
After
they
a
won't
while,
finish it. Picking up toys here
King
and
of
there.
toys.
Honestly, I don't think it's realistic. I know that there's a lot of studies going on its effects on the development of the child.
Yeah.
But I mean, moving forward, you are gonna be encountering screens.
Yeah,
later
tsaka
on
we
in your
can't
life.
escape it.
Yeah,
How?
so if a child is at least that screen is and what it can give to him, like how it can be helpful to skills or whatever, then you can turn it into something more positive.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So we're looking at maybe Lego tutorials and then maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's also an app that they recommend in my son's school. It's called Bedtime Math.
Okay.
What they do is when you log on, you download the app. Every night after you read a book, you can also read a story. So the math problem is in a story form.
Ah, that's nice.
And then there's a question. There are two questions. And then your child now does the math, but he also reads the story. So although it is good for the brain, it's not like just watching mindless.
Yeah.
So I guess we find that out, through just because it's gadget doesn't mean there's
Yeah.
no learning going on, diba?
Yeah, it's really being screen dependent. If they start being screen dependent, then that's when we try to
Yeah.
limit it a little.
Yeah.
Right.
We saw that with our all of these other alternative
Other
forms.
activities,
Yeah.
yeah.
And besides, we walk back and forth to the gym almost every day, so that's for them a lot of steps already.
That's right.
So when
That's
they get
exercise.
home, they have a lot of activities naman
Yeah.
that they've done. So we give them screen time.
So do you think 3 months at this point, do you think you'd go back to having a yaya?
Honestly, more like a cleaning lady, I would say.
Oh.
Somebody who can
Yeah.
come.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
you know why?
Yeah.
It's also difficult welcoming somebody new into your household and then,
Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
building that trust.
Yeah.
It takes more than 6 months. It takes more
Yeah.
than a year sometimes. Difficult. Not that we're not trusting people, but leaving our kids
Yes.
with people that we've just met. So for us, we don't see ourselves going back into having a yaya
Anytime
because we
soon.
also have very helpful grandparents.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
That helps also.
Right
Yeah,
now-
family.
Right now, they're in here. So we don't see ourselves going back there in the near future.
Right,
Yeah. And
right.
our lives have been designed around it already.
Yeah.
And then as they get older, they will become more independent,
Yes.
needing less, someone to help them around.
Yeah, Essie's already starting with chores, so
Galing.
it's gonna help.
Right. Like I was teaching my son how to wash dishes, and I really want him to do it.
Yeah.
But a part of you is scared that
Yeah.
they will break something or they'll get caught.
Yeah.
And so, like, you gotta rein in your fear as a parent, right? And just let them do it. But
Yeah.
hirap din eh.
And then you just
You gotta let go sometimes. That's a hard part.
You're scared of them making mistakes, but they have to.
They have to. They
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
learn.
So it's 11:09. If you're just joining us, we have Coach Chappy Callanta with us. We're just discussing his 3 months of no yaya in his household. He
Yes.
has 3 kids, 6, 4, and 2.
Yeah.
They're he's here to answer any fitness questions that you might have,
Whether for
anything-
yourself or your children.
or your
Yeah.
children, because
Or
he
any,
opened up that door.
or any like husband questions.
Any husband
Yeah,
questions.
or father questions.
Because
right?
it's always the moms talking on the show. So today it's a dad.
Yeah.
So we're gonna flipping.
Any question, you can let us know. You can call us up at 6310899.
Or you guys can secretly message us via
Secretly
Instagram or Facebook. Hindi, diba? It's true.
Pwede ring lantaran,
Sometimes
you know?
nakakahiya, diba?
The questions.
Oo,
Oh,
the questions are nakakahiya, diba? Like, maybe your husband's listening or hear it. So you guys can message us again via Facebook and on Instagram.
All right, here we
It's
go.
11:11. While we wait for your calls, let's play Let's play a song. But yeah, it's the Mother Show with Coach Chappy Callanta here on Magic 89.9.
We've got that mommy magic. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Moms I'd like to follow. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 11:16. Welcome back to the show. We have a fitness with us today. He'll be joining us for the next 45 minutes before we say goodbye. My name is Ricky, by the way.
I'm Mandy.
This is Delamar.
And we have Coach Chappy.
Hey.
There you go.
Okay.
We've been talking all about his journey into yaya-less parenthood for the past 3 months. And he's also here to answer any
Yeah, this is actually not a fitness question. This is a daddy question.
Ah!
And a husband question. Okay. So, I doesn't want to be named, but she said, bakit kailangan mag-reminisce ng asawa ko pagdating sa pagiging binata? Example, they were pressured in the late 20s to get married. Now, we have a baby coming. They've been together for almost 14 years. Since boyfriend and girlfriend. Sabi niya, yung iba naming friends that is the same age, mid-30s, walang asawa, walang anak, masarap ang buhay, traveling, drinking here and there, and then she rolls her eyes. Hello. Then sabi niya, hello, di naman nakaka-offend siya. I try my best to be patient kasi buntis din ako. And I can't afford to stress about it because when my hormones kick in, sarap batukan. Why? You know, she's really, why does it have to be that way? Di pa ba siya nakaka-adjust already?
Wow. So there...
Sige, Coach.
No.
Coach, this is
I agree.
one
sarap
question.
batukan.
Sarap batukan.
I agree. No, because as a dad and as a husband, you know that when your wife is pregnant, that's the time when you have to be
There for
totally
her.
there.
Tyler!
No, but yeah, that's the reality, and I guess I don't want to say it's normal because it's really not normal for a man to reminisce on what was the past or
The glory
yeah,
days.
the glory days, as they would say. Hard time because I didn't have glory days. Seriously, I didn't have glory days. We got together when we were 18, so
Wow.
from then on, like. So
College days.
college
Yeah,
days, yeah.
college
Wow.
04.
Wow.
So how long
Okay.
have you been married?
We've been married for 7 years.
7 years, but together.
14.
Wow.
So I can relate
Yeah.
to the time frame, but not to the feelings of the husband.
But I guess
when that happens,
yeah.
I don't want to judge the dads do this because everybody has their own process, and especially when you're a dad, all of these responsibilities sometimes.
Overwhelmed.
Speaking, when I became a dad, I was not prepared for it. There were times when I would break down lang at night holding my daughter.
Yeah.
I was 28.
Okay.
What was going through your head? I mean,
There was no regret. The
Yeah.
regret was not what did I get myself into.
yeah. But that's really a question we
yes.
all ask, no?
And it's normal. And that's why when that happened, I talked to my dad. And I think as dads, if your dad is around, the best thing for you to do is to talk to your dad.
That's true.
Because your
Yeah.
dad went through the same thing that you're going
What
through.
did he say?
It's hard. If you can get...
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
true.
No, but if you can get through the sleepless nights...
That's right. That's
and
right.
the teenage years. But if you can get through, you can get through those years, the reward is much more than what you put into it.
Yeah. So, we've just for moms na they're having, syempre, bagong mom, let's say, sleepless nights, you're breastfeeding, you feel like the burden's on you. May ganun din pala yung dads.
Pero different
Yeah.
It's a little
It's
different.
different. I would say because during that time, you're a father, but at the same time, you really become a provider. Because when you're now you have another soul in the
And a
house.
little one at that.
A little one.
Diba?
A very fragile human being at your house who you have to provide for. So there's a lot of pressure.
Right.
That's why I understand when some dads feel the need to reminisce. Parang, before, I didn't have all of these responsibilities. I would go out at night, etc., etc. So but the reality is, this is a life that you guys created.
Right.
And it's precious. So, that just keep that in mind through the sleepless nights, that this is a precious life that you have.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard for him because if the wife says his friends are all single. You know what he used to have. And when you say glory days, kasi you kind of put it up on a pedestal, which might mean you might not like the life you have right now. Diba?
Yeah. That's the honest, that's the tough pill to swallow, basically, because you don't have the same life that you had before. And that's the reason. But try to find people who are in the same situation.
That's true,
right?
Parents, dads, go on play dates. That's what we do.
Yeah, because you can't
support system.
That's very important. We have a weekly play date with parents also. The kids go to school, the same school, so all of our
doubts,
we have a drink or two or three or four, and then we have some fun.
Yeah, because if you keep hanging out with your single friends and you're a dad,
they can't help you.
So
they can't help you with your life. They're in
and
another
they won't
boat.
understand it.
Hindi ka makarelate. Yeah, so
they'll be
it
like,
won't
ay,
be the
kawawa
same.
ka naman,
So find friends who can help you in your journey as a parent, as a husband.
Who can relate.
Which is so funny because don't you remember? I don't know. Did you guys ever watch Bridget Jones?
Yeah.
So she would always get angry at the smug marrieds because they're all of a sudden it's a different life.
Yeah.
And I remember I felt like, oh no, these married people. But then you realize that's why we change friends through life.
Kind of.
Because it has to be this way because there's a new way of living that you need to get used to. And you need friends to help you out.
Yeah.
No, and also it could also be very strict.
Yeah.
Diba?
Isa pa yun. Diba yung letter na we talked about last season? About the friend of the husband. Parang he wrote this letter to all the wives out there. You should let your husband
play ball.
And he states the reason why.
It could also be like that.
Yes.
So maybe
pag masyadong strict.
Yeah.
That's why my wife makes it a point that I have that play
Me
ball.
time?
Right. Usually Monday. So I have an alone time, maybe 3 or 4 hours where I can play basketball.
Just you.
And that basically resets.
That's
me.
right.
Yeah.
Reset.
Just like any parent. Like for girls, it could just be a trip to the salon. Or like work here in the radio.
That's why we took this job.
This is our reset button.
This is our reset button.
That's true.
For some, it's the gym, diba? Or play ball. Kami dito, talk.
So thank you for some.
And then we have another question. This is sporty naman. Patanong naman kay Coach, my right ankle hurts when it's cold.
When it's what?
Hi, Popoy. My right ankle hurts when it's cold. Ano kaya problema nun?
Okay, first rule out gout.
Okay.
Rule out gout. And then second, go to because I don't know this guy. So there's a lot of factors that can go into it. Maybe it was a previous injury. Maybe it's gout. Maybe it's not. So go to a physiotherapist wherever. If he lives near QC, there's one in White Plains. Kinetic Court, so you can go there.
I'm so scared of gout. I always hear old people talk about that.
One of my best friends, as early as 25 years old.
25 has gout already?
Yes, partly genetic, partly also what
diet.
Oh, yeah.
What do you avoid?
Meat
and high uric acid.
Yeah, beans, diba? The beans.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Because she loves wine.
Buntis kanina ka pa.
What?
I can drink a glass.
As per Abby.
Speaking of buntis, Coach. So we have a lot of moms on social media, like Iya, si Bianca Gonzalez. They're all gout. Even though they're pregnant. And I remember the first time that I was pregnant, I came to you. And you were like, you should actually exercise while you're pregnant. Can you shed some light on that?
I actually handled Iya for a while she was pregnant with Primo. So it's for moms to for them and for you guys, it's really the health of the child that comes first. Right? So parang the tendency is okay, I won't work out, I won't take care of myself so that my child stays healthy and there's no risk.
Right.
But you need to prepare your body for the rigors of pregnancy.
Yes.
So if you imagine the stress on the back, imagine the stress on the legs. I know you guys, I don't have to imagine. So, but exactly. So because of that, you need to strength train, and the key is really strength training. It's not mostly stretching. It's not gonna be exercises here and there. But those are good. But strength training will really help you in terms of preparing you for childbirth, for carrying an infant, for carrying an unborn child. It's crucial for your muscles to be prepared for that.
Is it safe to say that
she had a high risk pregnancy in the first pregnancy, but in the next ones, yes, we were able to.
So you were kind of training her?
Yeah, I was training her.
Wow. So what's the best exercise? Like strength training? So like
there's no one best exercise, but the whole routine of lifting weights.
Yes.
There are of course some go crazy on the weight when it's overhead.
Yeah.
Because of many factors.
Right.
Because the spine is extended and it's not a very safe position. But if it's a bracing exercise, or let's say where you're lifting something, like one of my favorite ones is called farmer's walk, wherein you walk with basically weights, and then you just parang roast it 30 seconds, and it really just prepares your entire body for that weight. That
the bearing down.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. So the weights would be on both hands?
Yes, on both hands.
And then you just walk for 30 seconds.
And then you put it down, rest for 30, and then do it again.
Oh,
no,
very
it's that
simple.
No squats?
We do squats.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we do
That's
squats.
simple, yeah.
But yeah, it's really just like this. Especially if you haven't lifted before.
Yeah.
Because your body won't be used to that extra weight.
Right.
So you gotta get used to it.
And imagine how much weight did you put on first pregnancy?
Oh man, I don't remember.
How much weight?
I don't remember.
25?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
normal. When my first was also the same, maybe 20.
Yeah.
But in the succeeding ones,
Right.
yeah, dude. With Harper, I was about 140 something, and I'm 5 feet tall.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's too much weight.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing. If you're a mom, you're pregnant.
Coach who actually knows what they're doing.
And ask your OB
Sorry.
first.
Yes, ask
also,
your OB, yeah.
Make sure all the boxes are ticked. Or make sure that there are no risks in terms of anything that's congenital or anything that's to do with the baby. But in a normal pregnancy, you definitely can strength train.
Yeah.
And you should.
Any kind of difference now with all these high-profile celebrity moms working out like the way they're doing on social media. Is there a spillover to how you see pregnant women in the gym now?
Yes, I do.
Diba, no?
I see that. But also, what you see online, like when you see Iya do it, Iya's really,
He is hardcore, yeah.
Oh my yes. So, try not to compare yourself too much to those standards, but just to be able to see what's possible.
Yeah,
that is
that's
possible.
it. Yeah.
And then but you're not gonna be starting on that level, so you gotta start somewhere.
Because she's been doing that ever since.
For years.
Yeah.
She's fit. I mean,
one morning, I read her. She was 4 months along.
Yeah.
And she didn't look pregnant at all.
Yeah.
Maybe nakainom lang siya ng 1 liter of water. It looked like that, when the belly becomes distended.
Yeah.
But man, she was 4 months along. She rode her bike. She had a
Gym clothes pa siya.
Yeah. Amazing. So all the moms out there, kasi the popular thing that most old wives' tales, wag ka magganyan kasi buntis
Don't
ka.
lift anything.
Bawal yan. Bawal to. It's as if they just want us to lay around.
Which is
and not
actually
do anything.
counterproductive.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
If
true.
you just lay around, of course, there are some instances when you're gonna bear down on you, and look at that spine.
Yeah.
That spine, all of
right.
that weight on that spine, it's gonna flatten out, and it's gonna give you back pain.
So unless you have a special case, try to be active.
Be active. Try to move around, walk around.
Right.
Yeah, it's very important.
Okay, we have one question here. This is from F. She goes, through my pregnancy, I have spinal conditions. I have cervical spondylosis. It's like the one of Gloria.
Yeah.
But not as bad as hers now. And then 2, she has levoscoliosis, lower back. And she goes, having this condition, I was unable to exercise my tummy and still looking kind of pregnant. And I feel embarrassed. They may be thinking that I'm very lazy to exercise considering I'm a stay-at-home mom. Is there any tummy exercises for someone who has spinal conditions like me?
I want to challenge that notion actually that she can't exercise. I'm not sure who told her that. But I know being present with these conditions, like I've trained a lot of people who had scoliosis.
Yes.
And they come to me with the same
Parang dilemma na you can't
Parang their doctors tell them
Yeah.
that they can't lift or that they can't exercise. When it's actually the reverse. If you know how to put that into that position. Parang, and if muscle put it in that position, muscle can take it away from that position. So
What
if
a
you-
great, what a great
So if
way
you
to
can
think about
of it that way, that the bone kasi, bones, muscles attached to bones, if you can train the muscles properly so that they align, then will be able to help you train some more.
Okay.
But it takes, she needs to see a coach. So she needs to see somebody who knows what he's saying or she's saying. Definitely, there's a way to exercise pa rin, even with those conditions.
Okay.
But you need professional help.
Yeah. And a good chiropractor.
Yes, I know your cousin.
It's 11:33. Saying hi to Maine, who messaged me on Instagram. Coach, maybe you wanna chime in. She goes, I'm not a mom yet, but random thought, kailangan bang kumain ng doble while you're pregnant? This is like
I'm eating for
misconception.
2.
Yeah.
My doctors say, yes, you're eating for 2, but that 2 is like the size of a bean.
Yeah.
So she's not eating much.
This is how, and my mom was telling me during their days when they were pregnant, that was
prevailing thought.
Yeah, and you're eating for so much,
which is bad for you when you're pregnant.
Yes.
Also puts you at risk of GDM.
Yes,
just
it
because
does.
diabetes.
So we're here to say no.
no. And actually, you know what they say? Eat nutritionally dense food, so that you don't get fat, but you get the nutrients.
That's I would say broccoli.
Broccoli.
I love broccoli.
I know.
Foods that you can eat.
Yeah.
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
Yeah.
Quinoa. I replaced it sa rice ko nung when I was pregnant.
Okay.
Do you eat a lot now that you're pregnant?
Not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Ah,
Not so much. I was I controlled how I ate. I didn't really have any cravings because my doctor would always say, "You're not eating for 2." She would always remind me.
Yeah.
And she goes, "It's easier to push the baby out when they're small."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can just like
Bawin
fatten
mo na
them
lang,
up.
yeah, when
Diba?
they're out.
Fatten-
Makes so much sense. It's 11:35. I like these questions that have been coming in. But you can send them in again. You can call us up 6310899 if you have any questions for Coach Chappy Callanta, who will be with us for the next 25 minutes.
I have one more. Do you think you'll add another baby to the?
We made sure.
Designed a specific way, so one more person is gonna make it really.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
And also, it's hard to raise a
4
lot of
kids?
kids. Diba?
Yes. No more.
Some people kasi they're built for that. They can handle it.
Yeah.
But for like ako rin parang no more.
It came from a family of 4 kids.
Mhm.
So different in pinanggalingan. So we found the middle.
The middle,
which
3
is,
kids.
Actually, which was 2.
But the
And the
accident.
surprise came.
Special surprise.
Special surprise. But what a surprise, man.
I know. And it works. That's what makes it
Yes.
really. It works. It's 11:36 on the clock. We're gonna pause for a break. But again, please send in those questions through Twitter if you have them.
Yes, you can send it via Twitter. You can send it also via Instagram, The Mother Show PH, and also on Facebook. Yeah, you can just we can keep your identity private.
Yeah.
You listen and watch live, of course, through www.magic899.fm.
Yeah.
Yes,
We have somebody
please.
calling though.
We do?
Yeah,
Oh.
we do.
Okay, let's take a call before we pause for a break. Magic, hello?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I recently, well, not so recent, no, 3 years ago, I gave birth to I now have this condition called diastasis recti.
Yes.
It's like, I think, the splitting of the stomach muscle.
What's it called? Sorry?
And I consulted the doctor, and I was told that I have to have a surgery
Oh,
to
that's
fix
what.
it. And before I can go on, continue exercising again. I'd like to know if maybe Coach has had some cases of the same, the same situation.
Yeah, it's called diastasis recti. So that's when the abdominal muscles split in the middle. When this happens, you will actually be able to go all the way in.
Whoa!
So
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
no, I was just describing. I was
Put the phone down so I can listen.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I was just describing her condition. So, yes, some cases when it's extreme, they have to have surgery. So, any bracing activity will be hard. Because that's what your abs are for. Your abs are for bracing, for supporting your spine, for supporting your body. So if there's a hole in there that it's too big to close up on its own, then sometimes surgery is needed. So it depends. If her doctor said that the surgery is it's extreme. Malaki yung butas talaga.
But sometimes does it
it's
heal?
small. Yeah, sometimes it's small. So much so that you can actually train around it.
Okay.
You can start doing planks, you can start doing some bracing activities. But if in her case, if her doctor said that it needs surgery,
it might be too big.
It might be too hard surgery. Before you can consult with a physiotherapist or a strength coach.
But have you tackled cases where the moms and okay naman,
nakakabalik theirs were not as extreme. I haven't actually tackled somebody who's had surgery before. Yeah. But some of them, you can actually they show you parang okay, look at my finger. And how to train women who have this condition.
So how do you know you have it? You put the fingers under
near your belly button.
At the bottom?
No, at the side.
On the side.
And then just push in. You'll find that hole. And don't do it.
You'll find that hole.
Yeah, but it's palpable. It's hard to brace when
May
you're carrying something. There might be some pain. Sometimes.
Where do you feel the pain if you have it?
In the same area.
In the same near the belly button.
Area.
Oh, interesting.
So yes, if it's an extreme case, go see a doctor.
You know, when they opened me up recently for the laparoscopic umbilical hernia.
What is that?
It's when your belly button, parang the muscles become weak, Coach.
Yeah, kind of. There's a sports hernia that was meron umbilical hernia, which is actually it's congenital, diba?
Okay.
So you might have been born with it, and you just don't. So that's when there's a hole near your belly button where your mom basically attached to you when you were still inside her tummy, and then sometimes that hole doesn't close.
Okay.
So maybe that's what they were referring to.
Yeah. So I had an umbilical hernia that they fixed since they were already there.
No. Did you have any kind of feeling that something was wrong?
No.
Oh, well, it didn't affect you.
I don't know. Like the second pregnancy, my belly button was out. Unusually out, and I thought it was normal. Oh, how cute naman! I was nubbin, third nipple, and then they were like, maybe that was why.
That was it. Yeah.
That was why. You had an umbilical hernia while you were out there, we stitched it up for you, and I was like, oh, well, thank you. What a nice gesture.
Okay,
how strange.
Are we gonna go on a break?
No, go ahead.
Okay. This is from Popoy again. He goes, may sakit po si Mrs. Ano po ang mga exercises na pwede sa kanya na may leukemia?
There's actually a person I follow online who has leukemia also, who's also a strength coach.
Okay.
And you actually see her beside her her hospital bed working out.
Wow.
What's her Instagram account so we can...
There are some exercise has been found to have a positive effect in terms of treating cancer.
Because of the endorphins?
Endorphins, also this meditation and movement, because when you move, there's a lot of positive hormones that happen. Hold on, I'm looking at it.
We're really seeing a change in how, you know...
So she has acute myeloid leukemia. And one of her first stories is her dancing. One of the first posts on her wall is her dancing near the hospital bed.
I guess it's mindset also.
It's also mindset, because especially if you're doing chemo, there's a lot of...
Popoy, for your question. Thank you, Popoy. It's 11:42. One more call. Magic, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Who's this? Oh, hello.
Hi. Are you there? I think we lost.
No.
Where did you go?
Sayang. Okay.
Oh, there.
Oh, there.
I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's your question?
Oh? Kinalaman yung pag-exercise sa milk supply.
Oh.
Mo?
Then, during my wife's first pregnancy, nung after, maybe one kumonti yung milk supply. So, she stopped. Parang may nabasa din daw kasi siya na parang baka humina yung milk supply pag nag-exercise, ganun.
It has to do with the hormones that your body produces when you exercise, which is happen that when you have, like, let's say a 3-day-a-week workout program and then your milk supply suffers. Rarely does that happen. It has to be really an intense workout bout that will really elevate your male hormones, basically. That will affect your milk supply. Again, it's different for each woman. So if she finds that that does happen to her, then maybe she can try another workout routine wherein the intensity isn't that high. Like, let's say yoga, or maybe even some form of dancing.
Zumba.
Zumba. Because it takes a lot for your testosterone levels to reach that high, that it will affect your milk supply. So.
But also maybe if you're because then you sweat a lot, and for milk production, you need to be drinking. You need to be well hydrated,
That's also a good point. So there's a lot of factors that can go into it.
Yeah. But thank you for your call.
Thanks.
Thanks. It's 11:45. Again, Coach Chappy is here to answer all of your questions. We have one more question before we pause for break from Matty Boy. He goes, from a dad's point of view, Coach Chappy. Aww.
That's so sad.
I wonder how
but
old
so
the daughter is.
How old is your daughter, Matty Boy?
But that happens to my son whenever he wakes up. And then, so
he looks for you.
He looks for me because I forgot. And then, sorry, but when we wake up, sometimes Luke wakes up along with Essie, and when that happens, he throws a tantrum.
When you're not beside him.
When I'm not beside him. So I deal with it in two ways. One way, I bring him with me already. Again, I'm blessed. What I do usually with Luke, it's basically distracting him with an activity that he finds interesting. So for him, it's Lego. So when he throws a tantrum, I try to, oh, look, Lego, let's play Lego. And then eventually he's interested in it.
2 years old now.
Exactly. That's 2. Luke is around. Luke is 3 years old. So I feel you, but sometimes there's no way around it. You just have to
be prepared to be late for work.
Stir up the feeling of being needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People who have yayas, but we found that actually through that, when we got rid of our yayas, it happened rarely na. Tantrums would happen rare, and it would end quickly than when we had yaya before.
I think also because you're more present.
Exactly. Trust that I'm gonna be here, and it's the routine already.
Need them. Yeah, you know what? That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Again, nothing against yayas.
No.
No, because it's the same for us. Like when we go to the States, it's just the whole family, no help, and I realized it's really different because you're hands-on. Bad behavior, you're able to address it.
Yes.
Unlike when there's a yaya, sometimes they don't feel like they can. Diba? Baka magalit yung amo or something. But when you're hands-on, parang you know what's going on with your children.
Yeah. This is what I tried to, because since my two need me, I can't be with the eldest one, who's just about
to turn 2.
Who's just about to turn 2. He's having all these tantrums. He's trying to deal with his feelings. So since he spends so much time with my mother-in-law and Yaya, I tell her na, if he does something bad, you have to talagang soy. She knows what to do. And, it's been working naman so far.
Right.
That was just my only problem. Like, I want to spend time with this toddler as well to teach him things. And if I can't do that, I need to trust
somebody else.
Yes,
to
do
it for you.
Yeah. So far, that's okay.
They're also a certain
little side eye
until is she reacting to my tantrum?
Because if you give in, then it works. Then I'll do it again.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I noticed also with Olivia is that when I'm there, she doesn't throw a tantrum. Like she's so mabait, but when Okay. I think you have to go with me now. Yeah.
We actually also found that if you match the energy of the
Yes.
toddler, it actually doesn't work as much. Parang if there's a very high energy toddler, and then you come in, you know,
Right.
and then nothing will be resolved.
So what should you do? You should bring them down.
I stay calm. So I know it's hard, and sometimes I fail at it. But if there's a toddler throwing a tantrum, I try to stay as calm as I can, just so that they can match my energy.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
And also, it can be very aggressive. It's cold treatment. I'm angry. I'm not talking. You're quiet, but your energy is angry.
Yeah.
So it's not about being quiet. It's really the kind of energy. And I realized that with my second son. Because with Cooper, medyo, I'm learning how. Pero now, like, because I expect him, I realize it's really bad for him. So in the last week, very calm. Because I use it with Parker, my other son. And you're right. When they're angry, and then you're also angry or agitated, nothing gets resolved. It just gets worse.
I know.
Yeah, it may lead to even spanking that you may not want to do.
Actually,
hold on.
No,
I'm gonna get us a break now, guys.
That's good. I need to know why that is.
It's true.
It's true, because if you're coming with the same energy, then it's gonna be back and forth, just mudslinging. So somebody, I know it's hard, but somebody,
You
one
just
of you,
gotta like shoot.
sometimes it's gonna be.
This is Tyler
Parang two opposing objects coming at the same speed, and it's really not good. And then you have kids observing you.
Yes.
Even if they're in the other room, they know what's
They
going
know.
on.
They know.
So you need to be careful.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So
But imagine, guys, these are just young kids.
Yeah.
What more when you like? I think teenagers are a whole different.
I know, di
no?
ba nga?
Kaya nga eh.
So, diba, it's really,
Get through
like
this
your dad
season.
said,
Yeah.
it's the early days that's hard, and then the
And the
teenage
teenage
years.
Have a couple more questions on Twitter, but we'll get to that after this break.
Totoo na to, folks.
Been overdue, yes. Totoo na to. So more of the Mother Show, more of Coach Chappy Callanta right after this. Don't go anywhere.
We've got that Mommy Magic, the Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
Season 3! What? Season 3? Already?
No way! Season 3 comes after Season 2.
Andy, Ricky, and Delamar are back with more topics, more prizes, and more babies? Catch them on The Mother Show Season 3, Fridays 9 a.m. to 12 noon, here on Magic 89.9, Magic Nationwide, and on social media at The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 11:57. Before we let go of Coach Chappy Callanta. Coach, thank you again for dropping by.
Thank you for having me.
And for, hold on. And
Thank
for
you.
shedding some light on your life and on fitness and parenting. We have one more question. This one coming in from, what kind of exercises can someone with fibromyalgia do? Right leg. He says right leg.
Yeah. So there actually aren't any contraindications when you have fibromyalgia. Any exercise would be helpful to you.
Okay.
It's a disease that parang gives you chronic. There's some days when it's not. So you take advantage of the days that it's not painful, and you try to work, a normal workout. It's not really like one specific workout routine. Like I would still recommend strength training. I would still recommend the mobility work. I would still recommend regular aerobic exercises. Those times when it's the best time for you to do these activities. Usually when the pain is less, or when there's no pain. There are some days when it's really painful, you have to stop breathing.
Yeah.
But there's some days when there isn't. Then if you exercise, it actually helps in managing those symptoms. It is advisable, yeah. There's a lot of benefits.
Are you born with that?
Sometimes, no, actually no.
It develops?
It develops, yeah. It's parang it starts with arthritis, and then it progresses.
Fibromyalgia.
It's chronic pain, so it's
Oh
tough.
wow!
It's
Is
tough.
that what Lady got?
Might be. Yeah.
And she has all of these, like when she does her concerts and everything. After a while, she's in pain, like literal
That
pain.
might
Like
be it.
she's crying.
Wow.
It's a tough condition, so good luck, sir, and more power to you.
Good luck. Good luck. It's okay. It's 12.
No, it's 12.
But she goes, what can we do to my 1-year-old to keep her from screaming when we tell her no? I talked to her calmly on why she can't touch or play with stuff that's not for her.
Oh, God.
At 1?
At 1.
I have a 2-year-old who does that. 2-year-old pala si Luke. Whenever we ask her to do what we found, actually, I learned this recently. One, I don't know if you guys are religious but we found that actually when we pray with him, because when we started praying with him, it would always be no. Like we would be praying, and we were able to practice that silent meditation during praying. Like when I was speaking and then all of the other members of the family were listening, he would eventually stop. And then he would, now, like yesterday, we had this family gathering, prayer gathering, and he was actually so we did parang, everybody was silent, and then I was praying, and then suddenly he just stopped screaming no, and he prayed along. So
how long did it take from just screaming to finally getting quiet?
It was quick actually. Eventually, once he saw that all the others were praying,
we're doing it,
and then he started modeling the same behavior. So
you just have to keep at it, whatever discipline style you're doing.
And and don't forget what Coach said, like do not match the energy. Kasi minsan when you
I'm guilty with it also. So be aware of what you're feeling and then try to really
scale it down,
scale it down, especially for the child. It's more for the child, really.
Right.
There you go.
The male perspective on the show today.
Yeah. Hopefully we get more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
If you have any, I know that you're offering a personal coaching program.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I am a personal coach, so if you want to work out with me one-on-one or one-on-two, I'm available.
Design.
Exactly. I actually say no already to people who want to train with me in the other gym.
Talaga? Okay.
No, it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna be absent most of the time, so never mind. So if you live in the Ortigas area, work in the Ortigas area, come see me. 360 Fitness Club. Aside from that, yes, I. So you get a program every Sunday, and then every time you do the program, I'm there. I mean, virtually.
Yeah.
And I train you also. And also, shout out, okay lang?
Yes,
please.
please.
Shout out to my teams. They're listening, actually.
Hi.
Mandaluyong El Tigre. Soon. Hi to Coach Mac, Kirk, Boss Pao, and of course, my wife, my lovely wife, Tituin. Thank you.
Hi, Bits.
Somebody was texting me, your voice though is radiogenic.
Oh.
Radiogenic. That's the first time That's right.
Last time I guested, I walked here.
You walked?
Yeah, because there was no Grab. I walked from Tectite to here. It's pretty far, but
yeah. You'd have to cross.
Yeah, I crossed.
Yeah.
That was
Pero
for
pagdating mo ng Mayflower, medyo malapit.
Question. Sorry, this is from Cheffy. Sabi niya, I know my question is out of the topic, but I just want to ask how Coach Chappy disciplines his kids. What's his stand about spanking them?
Okay, yeah. I believe in the discipline stick.
Yes.
So I try not to spank. So I believe that if there's an external implement, and then you just keep it at a place where they can see, but they cannot reach. My father did this to us.
My mom also did that to me.
And then whenever they would start their tantrums or whatever they were doing wrong, I would point at the stick.
And not even touch it.
Not even touch it. Still trying to establish that, but the corner, we did corners before, but now it's more exclusion. So since you did something wrong, you cannot do this.
Yeah.
You will not be part of the group. It has to have a consequence.
Right.
It's hard sometimes, especially if you
That's true.
Nice.
So yeah, I do discipline them.
Ako rin eh. I believe in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
In as much as everyone says this, No way. You as a
Old
parent
school
decide.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Pero it's better if it's not your hand so that they don't see it on you. Or like your chinelas.
Yeah.
If there's just one thing that's far and they know they're aware of it, they can see it.
Have you ever used it though?
No.
The stick.
No.
It's working pa.
Yeah. My dad used it on us a lot of times.
So how will they fear it if they don't know what it does?
They know what it does.
They do.
This is what's gonna happen to you.
I'll update you guys on how it feels like when we
the first time you use it.
Parang ang sakit, diba?
Kasi I cried when I had to spank my son. I cried. I can't, but I didn't show him. Pero it hurts because you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, thank you very much for joining us on the show once again, Coach Chappy Callanta.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
You can find him online.
Yes, Chappy Callanta on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook.
And you can find us online as well if you have any pahabol
Yes,
questions.
a lot of people have been asking about the episodes online. It's on YouTube. It's on Magic 899 TV. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, but it's also the link is also
That's correct.
on
Alvin
our
says yes.
Facebook. So this episode, if you want to listen to it again or you want to share it with your friends, it's gonna be on Facebook probably like Wednesday, diba?
Yeah, basta within the week.
Yeah, within the week.
And then if you need to
Today, my name is Ricky.
I'm Mandy.
This is Delamar.
And keep it here, please, on Magic 89.9. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Radio Supermoms, the Mother Show, Magic 89.9.